Are you secretly into the one slur?
I ain't saying shit. I admit nothing. I'm saying nothing. You have nothing on me.
Until we find your secret Tumblr.
Good luck.
Aw.
Good luck. I welcome you to try. If you find a Tumblr and you show it to me and you want to say that it's me, I welcome the search. Maybe I'll drag you into the insanity with me. I don't think you're gonna find me, though.
Mine has a little over 50 followers.
Mine has 0, so good luck.
Oh, shit. Speaking of followers.
Yeah.
Do you guys know anything about Poshmark?
No. What?
I know that using Poshmark, you can use priority mail packaging without actually, having to have a certain, you can use a flat rate packaging without using a flat rate label. End of what I know about Poshmark.
Is this stream
Okay.
sponsored? What the fuck?
Yeah.
The stream is sponsored by Poshmark and the United States Postal Service. Mail it!
No. So, I found a dope-ass pair of Docs on Poshmark, and they were hella cheap, and they were my size, so I bought them. And then, that's the only thing I've done, right? I haven't posted anything, I haven't sold anything, I haven't liked anything, I haven't followed anyone. And I have 300 followers on Poshmark. I don't know how this happened.
People like Doc Martens, dude. You bought Doc Martens, and all the punk rockers and the Moon Stompers are we know where to go to sell our Doc Martens.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't understand how this thing works.
I
don't even know what it is, so.
I'm starting to get to the age where technology is starting to frighten me.
I feel that way a little bit about the, Zuckerberg's metaverse shit.
The what
I don't
now?
know. With this, he's trying to do Google glasses, but Facebook.
Ooh.
And, I don't know. I'm not going to put cameras on my face controlled by Mark Zuckerberg. Call me crazy.
But
I mean, that's probably a
AR,
good idea.
AR is the dream.
See, I like the idea of having a HUD, but the fact, every VR thing I've put on makes me want to throw up.
Oh, I don't think they'll do it well yet. So I don't. Yeah, that's why I honestly don't care because I
and
don't.
Also, right, I really want to have a smart connected home, but every single one that I want to do is controlled by Google or Facebook or Amazon. So I'm not doing it. Until there's one that's hello, we are a company that just does smart connected home products, and you pay a little more for your privacy. We're not selling your shit, and we have no interest in also selling you our other suite of products. I would do that, but I'm not doing any smart home connected crap for Bezos or Zuckerberg or whatever amorphous evil person is in control of Google right now.
No doubt. I got a bunch of friends who have the Alexa shit hooked up in their house, and they say how great it is.
No, man.
That shit is always listening to you.
No, man.
All the time.
I left Gmail a year ago when I realized how much it was reading my emails and targeting shit to me. I have so many ad blockers and cookie deleters and privacy things and VPNs up, but Google still knew how to target ads to me, and the only way they could do it is if they were reading my emails. Fuck those guys. So now I use an email thing, which I pay for, but I pay for the email provider because you pay for them, and I know that their whole shtick is we provide you, the customer, with encrypted secure email, and we don't sell your stuff because you give us money to give you this email, and we don't.
I've already just accepted that I'm the
shit.
product, and they're going to make money off of me.
No, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's been such a relief. If you go to Proton Mail, and they're also doing calendars and a bunch of other stuff, and they've got a VPN, it's been such a relief to go to them. And you pay money per year, but you get 10 emails you can use and connect it all to the same inbox. It's been such a relief to just know that no one is selling my shit. And yeah, I'm
On
okay with paying
Poshmark.
for email. For Poshmark. Yeah. ProtonMail.com, I swear to God. It's been so nice. And now Google doesn't know what the fuck I'm doing, and it's great.
I mean, I might check that out, but I lived in the state of Tennessee at the time when Marsha Blackburn basically sold every single one of her constituents to big data for like
Oh,
3.5 cents a piece.
Okay, I live in Australia, right? So in Australia, it's like the federal government has passed a law years ago where ISPs are required to store your browsing history and turn it over to the police or anyone who asks, if they ask politely. So I've been using VPNs through my router for the last several years anyway.
It's not just that. Like, Marsha Blackburn sponsored and got a law passed that, like, at a federal level, at a state level, I'm sorry, that, like, your ISP, which, I mean, they're all required here in the States to store your data and give it over to the police, if I think. But she, like, sponsored and passed a bill that allows your ISP to sell all that data now.
Wow.
Yeah. And it wasn't even, like, based on the campaign donations from, like, Charter and Comcast. I did the math. Yeah, she sold out every one of her constituents for less than a nickel apiece.
Damn.
Like, that's how much she thinks they're worth. It's fantastic. And not for nothing, but somebody should run against her and point that shit out.
The thing is, when you look at how much they get, like, they actually get bought for anything, it is actually really cheap. Like, it's just hundreds of thousands of dollars each time. It's not even millions.
Yeah. It wasn't even hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
it was like,
not even that. Yeah, that's true.
It was under 100,000.
Yeah. It's very cheap to buy U.S. politicians.
Hey, welcome to D&D, where we
are we live yet?
To press.
Oh yeah, no, we've been live. This our conversations were great. So we've been
beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm just joking. I was just joking about all that. Please don't assassinate me.
Yeah, I don't use a VPN. I don't know what you're talking about.
What's a VPN?
Nah, I've never heard of it.
They can't find you.
VPN. I think it's.
I use a VPN, but it's just to steal shit.
You'll never find him because he's on a VPN right now.
I was gonna say I'm a writer, so my Google searches are real weird. So my phone and my other devices don't know what to sell me.
Oh fuck!
My ads are all kinds of fucked up.
Did we tell you guys about the time I got a visit from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation?
You did
what?
Not.
Okay, so I was in a physics class and I was doing this like research paper on how easy it is to build a nuclear reactor out of shit you have laying around at home.
No.
And it's kind of scary easy is the thing, right? But I'd been Googling like homemade nuclear reactor for like weeks, right? And then one day there's a knock at my door and I open it and there's these two guys wearing like nice dress shirts. One of them had suspenders. They both had fucking guns. And one of them holds a badge and it says Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. I'm like, oh shit, it was for a school project, I swear.
Wow.
And then the dude's like, what's for a school project? And then, after the whole initial like miscommunication, they were actually looking for the previous tenant who was a witness to a crime.
That's funny. Nice.
But like, seriously, the first thing out of my mouth was, I swear it's for school.
That's hilarious.
Well, I just fucking knew, like they're here to fucking rendition me to Guantanamo Bay or something.
Sure. Yeah.
You could have made a lot of nice friends there.
Mm-hmm.
Start a D&D group.
Damn straight.
Yeah, that would have been the thing to do.
Imagine all the problems that would have been solved in the world today if you had gone to Guantanamo and started playing D&D.
I mean, I feel like if I'd gone to Guantanamo Bay, like I wouldn't have started a D&D game. I would have been the base of a nude male pyramid.
Oh no!
How big is the pyramid?
Yeah.
I think it was like 9 people, 6 people. You guys don't remember that? There
No,
was
I
that.
do remember
There was
that,
those
yeah.
guards at Guantanamo that were fucking
I
torturing people
remember.
and
Yes.
making them get in pyramids and sicking dogs on and shit.
Yes.
Again, I fully support our government. Please don't assassinate me for being some sort of
Welcome.
seditionist.
Very
or whatever.
excited to play D&D. It's
Yeah.
getting really good.
What's D&D?
Let's D&D.
So cool.
Yeah, so we're streaming again.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how long this lasts, and so yeah, I wanted to share some of that chatter. Yeah, who wants to? Yeah, let's. Who remembers what happened last time we played?
James has
Screamed.
James has evaded my clutches once more.
Yeah, at the moment.
The last time
Yeah.
we played, were we in the were we were fighting the people in the place?
Yes.
And the things. There
You
were
know what
so
I
many
mean?
things.
There
The
were a
camp.
lot of things. Yeah,
You-
you were at the camp of
you know what
the
I'm talking
Fallen
about.
Star. Yeah, you were at the camp of the
That's the
Fallen
one.
Star, which was like advertising itself as a as a place
Real
for
nice
refugees to
place.
come. Yeah, it was like a real nice
Mhm.
place. And there was
So
this guy
nice.
named Father Olson who was
Yeah.
dressed in similar robes to Father Balorium from like way back when. And yeah, and it turned out like that was not. It wasn't a really cool place. They took this nice Asimar lady, and they were getting ready to do something terrible to her. And you guys were like, "Nah, we ain't having none of that." So you started
Yes.
fighting people.
And we're resting. We're resting in the
We also
Place.
captured a wizard warlock person who is not really telling us anything.
no, but
Was
we're
she
resting.
captured as well? I thought she was.
Yeah.
dead.
She was.
Oh, okay. Let me put her back on the. Let me put her back on the thing. She doesn't have a token. That's all right.
And Asimar lady loves water in the well and wants us all to drink from it too.
Yes.
I forgot
is-
about the well.
Yeah. Which is, which means, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, it's probably not good.
Yeah.
Let's can we get one with a face? No, I guess not. That's all right. We don't. She doesn't. The warlock lady doesn't need a face. But the Asimar lady has a new face. Since I have this is the Asimar lady.
She's pretty.
Better?
That should be a spear. She's got a spear somewhere. Not in her hand at the moment. not a glaive. But yeah, that's her though.
I feel like she could have handled that then. Like, we didn't probably need to help her.
But yeah, you guys have taken a long rest. You have taken one of these berserkers captive, and a what you call it lady, warlock lady.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna bother me that she doesn't have a face. So I'm gonna get her face because it's really gonna bother me. So we're gonna just import a new one here. But yeah, so you guys have taken a long rest, and yeah, so
You got a Pegasus out of it.
yeah, and you got a Pegasus out of it.
And I got a 26 AC out of it.
Jesus. Fucking...
Gonna be 30 by the time we're done, guys. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Look, AC is great. I like AC. Keep going. Prevent damage, so that way I don't have to heal it.
Exactly.
So it is after midnight by the time you guys have like rested up. It's up to you whether or not you want to continue to rest or if you want to So what are you guys doing with your captives?
We tied them up. We were gonna rest for the night. We tied them up, and we were gonna rest for the night.
Okay.
Like we tied them up, and like we.
Pretty sure we gagged the warlock too.
Yeah. Yeah, there was. We tied them up, but we didn't just like tie them. Like we tied them up with. Where was gagging, and then we tied their hands. Like mitts.
Put like
so they can't.
blinders on them so they can't see.
Yeah.
Okay. And definitely tied up even their fingers.
Mhm.
Hold on. Like a really awesome cat's cradle thing going on.
I mean, I think we can get the same effect by like just wrapping their hands tightly, like in fabric. Making their hands like wrapping the hands up like mittens, and then plus it'll be warm.
Do we want her to be warm?
It'll be nicer.
Yeah, there's that whole thing about flies with honey.
I mean, Sarah would prefer to do that. That's what we would do.
So we'll fix this. Oh no! Why did you die? Don't die! Don't die, Berserker!
Don't die! Don't die!
Oh, that's weird. I must not have actually leveled myself. I just gave myself the new spells.
I saw that I was 12 when I loaded into.
Okay, I really thought I had gone to 13.
HP, yeah.
Did your HP change?
My HP was the same, I just put it in manually. But everything else was reverted.
Yeah.
Wait, so you guys leveled up but haven't leveled up? Is that what I'm
doing?
Yeah.
I'm there now, so.
I'm level 14. Somehow.
How'd that happen?
I was more discussing our levels now.
Okay. That's how good of a rogue Osborne is. He's stealing your level ups.
Sneaky shit.
All right. Well, that's troublesome. Okay, so if you need to level up, everybody except Osborne, who should not level up again.
I should level up again? Is that what I'm hearing?
No.
Yeah.
No.
All right, thanks.
Level up again. No. Everybody else should make sure you're leveled up while we're talking about all these other things here. There we go. This guy's not dead. A quick aside while you're starting that. Does anybody watch Viva La Dirt League?
I do not. I forget how to level up. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
So wait, little dots. I found it.
Yeah. There should be a little arrow next to your character sheet, next to your level. And if you click that little arrow,
that's so weird.
That's the little level up button.
I'm gonna roll.
So I've got that arrow. Should I click it?
No,
Woo-hoo!
You stop now.
I clicked the arrow once and it didn't.
Your hit point might already be there.
Oh my goodness! Now everybody's turning into level 14. I'm not sure why.
No, I'm level 13.
So weird.
No, mine shows 13.
I'm 13.
Mine's gone to 14.
Lee's gone to 14. All right.
Mine's 13, but I'm level 9. But I have 92 health, which is very exciting.
We'll probably need to fix this in post. Some of this.
It's
really
fine,
hard
man.
to level down.
It's just that this one goes to 14.
I mean, what I'm hearing is we all just need to go to 14.
Yeah, look, I'd be fine with that.
Does seem like that would be easier.
It does seem like that would be easier. Don't you think that'd be easier, Mondo?
All right, actually, you know what?
Are you serious?
Because I love you guys so much, and because it's going to be a lot easier than fixing this. And you guys have been through a lot lately, and things are about to start getting like really bad. Everybody whose not already level 14, go ahead and level up to 14.
Holy moly.
Are you kidding?
I am not.
What?
You're welcome, guys.
Are you serious?
If you are already
That
level
is-
14, do not level up because you will fall into a hole in the earth and you'll have to make a new character and start him.
All right, I was excited and now I'm terrified. What's about to happen?
Whatever it is, it's going to be great. It's going to be
Oh,
great, guys.
jeez. Okay, I'm leveling up, but fuck, that could be bad, man.
Well,
All right, I'm
the only thing
rolling.
that's about to happen is you guys are probably going to check out this camp and like talk to some prisoners who may or may not be willing to talk to you.
Ah, level 14. Okay.
And don't forget, if you roll under the average, take the average.
Wow. What do I even get for level 14? I get more spells, I know that.
While we're leveling up, Mondo is looking at the Ancient Blue Dragon stat bar.
Oh,
I know, I'm like,
no.
let me bump up these CRs, baby. It's time to bump up the CRs. No, everything's fine.
This is the highest level character I've ever played.
Like, same, for real. Oh, okay, so I get Destroy Undead CR3. Oh, I'm really glad to have that before I go home.
Now I have to make a final decision on my bardic level or my magical secrets level.
Yeah, you probably get something really good.
I get my my bonus action that basically says that nothing can attack me unless they make a charisma save, and if they succeed, they have disadvantage against my spells.
Oh my good. All right, everybody, go back down to 12.
No!
Back it down. Back it down.
Stop! No!
Roll back.
Okay, for real though, the only thing that I get alright, so this is kind of how okay, so for 2 levels of cleric, all I get is I get an extra 7, I get a 7th access to 1 7th level spell and Destroy Undead CR3. And my proficiency goes up by 1. That is the only change that happens to cleric.
You have 7th level spells. Don't keep complaining, man.
That's it though, man. That's it. Higher level clerics get fucked in the ass. Alright. After level 17 and I get my last Divine Domain feature, I might multi-class just for fun.
Alright, Mondo, I have a serious question, man.
Do not click that arrow!
No, that's not the question. But I may need to click the arrow, depending.
What's the question?
Okay, so last time we played, I had 101 hit points.
Yeah.
This time I've got 109.
Okay.
Which is great. I mean, because I leveled up Ranger on purpose.
Right.
But somehow Rogue also got leveled up, but it did not. I didn't get an opportunity to roll the Rogue hit dice.
All right, so just roll a d8, and you don't need to click the button again. Just roll a d8, and you can manually bump up your hit points by whatever they would need to go up by.
Okay, so click the button and roll a d8. Gotcha.
Don't click the button.
Now it's just easier for everybody.
Yeah, it would just be better if everyone we all just go click that button.
20th level.
Yeah. That seems really would be the best.
Yeah, I mean, my intention is like completely to have you guys like hit 20th level by the end of this thing. So.
Well, we can only do that by clicking the button, man.
Yeah, but not yet. You can't click the button.
6 more times as well. If you could.
Yet.
Already doing it. My AC is still not as high as Osborne's.
So
no one's AC is as high as Osborne's.
I don't know what your passive perception is, but that in my Friday night game is so much fun to watch the DM like just sigh.
Yeah, passive perception is not like super great.
My
Persuasion
rogue
and
on-
deception, though.
Oh my god.
The blindfold.
I made a rogue purposely that didn't have good charisma because I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to be the talky one in the group. And so I took perception and stealth and my the observant feat. So my passive perception is 24.
Nope.
The DM, every time we go into a situation, he's like, so Hester sees it. Yeah, does. Nothing's jumping up at you guys. You know what's coming. What do you do?
The way I typically handle the super high passive perceptions is like, I mean, your passive perception's like super high, but it's like I still kind of leave it conditional. Like if stuff is written for passive perception, I'm just like, yeah, okay, you'll see that. But you know, if there's like some guy like hiding behind a tree and there's no reason for you to even suspect that someone might be hiding behind a tree, it's that your passive perception means nothing to me.
Excuse me, Mr. DM. My character has high anxiety. She's always on edge.
She will constantly suffer from 2 levels of exhaustion because she's just like.
Same.
I mean, that sounds accurate, though.
Yeah, it does, right?
Oh, but you know what, Mondo? If I do click the button and Osborne falls through a hole in the earth, and I have to make a new character, it's just going to be Kenny Diabolucci, the Muscle Mancer.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That'll be all right. He'll be like a first level Muscle Mancer, and he'll be like, you know. I eventually really do want to have you play a Muscle Mancer in a game. Not this one. But,
I feel like it's more of a one-shot thing, man. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel like there's like a lot of room for character growth there.
You gotta get these kids.
I still want to play my Muppet Warlock though.
Patron the Great Old Ones.
Yes, the great old ones, of course, being Statler and Waldorf.
Yes.
That's what it'll sound like every time he uses Tasha's hideous laughter.
There you go. The Warlock's bandana or whatever you put over her eyes has slipped, and she is watching you guys like grow in power, and she passes out.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Sorry, girl.
He just watches as like air molecules swerve to avoid Osborne.
I just know this every time we level up is making me more nervous. I don't know about you guys.
I also am getting yes, I am. I was already extremely nervous about this next little run. Like the Feywild and then going home. It's hard to tell which one is making me more nervous, but
I'm excited.
All right. But how tough can like a comic book vendor be, really?
that's not okay. That's fine.
But he could do what we were talking about, and that would hurt Osborne so much.
Okay. Before we go to bed, I want to go find Osborne and talk to him.
That's different. Okay. Osborne is probably. Has he been able to scavenge any drinks by any chance?
Yes.
Okay.
You've
Osborne
definitely been able
is
to scavenge some drinks. Scavels.
Yeah.
Osborne is drinking.
How drunk? Like, are you drunk, or are you like?
No more than usual, probably.
Okay. Okay. Osborne, can I just need to ask you a question, if I could. I need to find something.
Okay. Yes. Finding.
And it seems like you'd probably be the best person to find it.
Naturally.
It won't be here. It'll be back in Slancha, and I think Slancha will be the last chance we have to find it for a while. So I needed to ask you before we got back, which is why I'm asking you now. But I don't want anybody else to know that I'm looking for it, and I don't want anyone else to know that I have it. Is that
Is
okay?
it? Shall I deliver it wrapped in brown paper?
As long as nobody else sees it.
Okay. All right.
I need a poison. I need a poison that if somebody took it, it would kill them dead, like all the way. Not like a little, but all the way. Very, very fast.
And all the way dead poison, you said?
Right. Like very fast. Like a kind of a like an emergency door kind of a like gotta get out of here kind of a poison, Hopefully it wouldn't be too painful, but if it is, I understand.
Well, I suppose I could see what I can find for you.
And it would probably be expensive, and I understand that. So I'll happily pay however much. Like, how much do you think you would need?
Oh, I have no idea, but frankly, I like this side of you.
Oh. Well, I don't know if it's not for it's not for anybody else. Does that make it better or worse? Maybe I shouldn't have told you that. Don't worry about it. Yes, it is for anybody else. It's for somebody terrible.
Osborne is like really trying to sort this out. Like, it's not for anyone else. Is it for
It's for
me?
somebody. No.
Oh, thank goodness.
No.
Not for...
It's just that I would do it myself, but the last time I tried to find something shady, Wynn and I ended up in a warehouse full of nails, and we were trying to find thieves, so it didn't really work great. So I just thought you would be better at.
Is it for you?
Yes, which is why nobody else can know about it.
Are you ill?
No, but so if this is, it's just like I need it, like I'm gonna keep it on me. This is my plan. I'm gonna keep it on my person, and then if everything goes really badly when I go home, and there's no other options, and my father gets a hold of me, and you guys are dead or incapacitated or not able to help, and it's happening, and I need it to stop. I have a way to make it stop that doesn't rely on magic, because he's almost sure to make sure that I can't cast magic when he gets a hold of me. So I just need a backup. I just need an exit door, just like just a one last, just in case. I'm hoping I won't need it, but I don't want to need it and not have it.
See, and you're aware that if you drink it, it will kill you.
Yes.
But
you said it yourself when you found out that you, when we got out of the temple, and I had just talked to, and you said it yourself. You said, you suggested that maybe I should just not, anymore. And you were right. That's a suggestion. That's an option that we should consider. Yeah. It was like the first thing out of your mouth when we got out of that temple. And it was completely correct. It's an absolutely logical thing to think, and it makes perfect sense. And if I thought it would solve everything, I would do it right now. But it won't. So
I feel like you've misunderstood terribly. I just meant that you should maybe consider not doing the whole taint world-saving business any longer.
Oh, I thought you meant you weren't suggesting
No,
No.
good heavens, no.
Oh. Well, I was very impressed. I thought it was a very practical, intelligent solution.
We've had our differences, but I have to admit that things would be significantly less fun without you.
Oh, that's very sweet, Osborne.
So, have you considered just not going home?
I've been trying that for several years, and it's
It-
not working anymore.
It's just that I feel very strongly that the world is far more interesting with Dax and Lee and you and even Wen, I suppose, and it.
I'm not saying that I want to take it or that I would take it like, immediately. I'm saying that if I'm saying it, this is like, so okay, so this in my head. One of the there's lots of possibilities when we go home, which we have to do, because my father has found this thing and it could be very bad, and we have to stop him anyway because
Why
he's
don't
trying.
you just take it from him then?
Well, that's what
Go
we're
to
trying to
Pat.
do.
I'm quite
We have to
taking
we have
things.
we have to go home to take the thing from him though, because that's where he is.
Hmm.
So I have to go there. So we all have to go there together to get the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So when I'm there, one of the scenarios, the things that could happen, one of the things that is possible is that like in the fight before when that guy was carrying me across the battlefield, and as soon as he got a hold of me, he was going to teleport away with me somewhere. That could happen.
Yeah.
That could happen again. I could end up in a room alone with my father, and he could start the process right then, and you could not be able to get to me to stop it, and I need to be able to stop it in that moment, no matter what.
Why don't you just give him the poison then?
He's stronger than me, and he's bigger than me, and he's older than me, and he's always known more than me. It's just in case. I'll try. I promise I'll try everything I can first. I'll, in my head, right? Because he has to get a hold of me, right? He has to touch me to get me there. So then my first thought is, right, we'll get into that room, or if we're there, and then I'll try and cast banishment on him. But if that doesn't work, I need something else. What if he gets me in there and he immediately does something so that I can't cast magic? What if in that room there is no magic? Like, what if I'm out of spells because I've been healing you guys for the last, you know what I mean? What if we've been I just need a backup that will work right away. And I could have just gotten a dagger and stabbed myself in the neck, but it just seemed like this would actually be more certain because it's a quicker, like quieter motion. He may not notice, and it will work a little bit more effectively, and also maybe be less painful. Is the hope? I don't know. Just in case. It's just in case, and just in case. And I hope I won't have to use it. You know what I mean? Like maybe it won't work. Like maybe I won't need it. But if I need it and don't have it, and nothing else would have worked in that moment, I don't know. I just want to. I tried to make some myself once when T1 was a snake, but I couldn't make the poison potent enough.
I remember when T1 was a snake.
Yeah, I was using his venom, and I was trying to refine it, but it wasn't strong. It wasn't like quite deadly enough. It just sort of would have made me kind of sick for a while, and like that doesn't.
Hmm.
You may not even be able to find but I just need. I'm not saying we're gonna land on and I'm gonna immediately on the beach. You know what I mean? It's like it's gonna be like last options.
Can I think about this for a time?
Yes.
Would you like a drink, incidentally? A little left in the bottle here. I
Yes.
promise it's not poisoned.
No, that's fine. Yes. Yes. That sounds great.
I will. I will hand her the bottle.
I take a small sip. What are you drinking?
I'm not entirely sure. I found it in a tent under a cot, but it's not water, and it does seem to be alcoholic. So it has two things going for it.
Are you okay?
Well, all things considered, I suppose, but someone I consider a friend has just asked me for the implements of self-destruction, so a little out of sorts, I suppose.
I'd rather not. I'm not saying I want to use it. I'm saying just in case.
As an alternative, would you consider just I don't know, letting perhaps Dax and Lee and I suppose maybe Wen protect you from your father?
That's like already gonna be happening. I'm saying, what if you guys can't? What if you're all dead? Or
That
unconscious?
would
Or
be
in another
unfortunate.
room?
If all of us were dead, that would be rather unfortunate, wouldn't it?
It'd be pretty bad.
Hmm. All right. Well, I'm going to have another drink, and I'm going to think on this, and I will come to a decision.
Okay.
All right.
The thing is, it's not just me. It's everybody else, right? If this happens, I mean, I don't know. If he uses me for what he wants, everybody. I mean, everybody. As off isn't everybody.
Is this in any way connected to the whole paint into the world business?
Yes.
And I do air
Very
quotes
well.
with I do air
Very well
quotes with end of the
deduced.
world.
Very well deduced. Yes. Very well done.
Because everything seems to be coming back to that lately.
It does, doesn't it?
Have you told the others? Do they know?
What?
Taint, end of the world, big doings, Azathoth,
Yes.
potentially lives in danger, that sort of thing.
Yes. Yes, they know.
All right, well, I suppose it's better that they know. They can sort of keep their guard up now.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll have a little bit of a think on this, and I'll let you know when we get back to. What's the name of that town again?
Sláinte.
Yes, that one.
After we deal with Jimmy, obviously.
Obviously.
James.
Yes,
Jimmy?
James.
James. Yeah.
James.
Yes. Obviously. After we deal with James.
Yes. James.
Okay. Thank you, Osborne.
Yes, quite. Sleep well. Try not to do anything drastic before morning. Yes.
I don't want to die. It's just.
Good. Then we're in agreement on that.
Okay. Night.
Have a good night.
Okay.
Sleep well. Most likely kill you in the morning.
That might actually be. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Good night. I go to bed.
Okay. Did anyone else want to do anything before bed? Then I will assume that bed happens.
Sleep time.
We're taking watches, though, right?
Yes.
All
Watches
right.
are occurring.
I just want to make sure that my watch either like is concurrent with or adjacent to Dax's watch.
Okay. So what will the watch order be?
Well, sounds like
I'll go first.
I will also take the first watch.
I'll go last since I'm pretty zonked from the fight.
Okay.
I will go, I guess, second.
Oh no.
Okay. Who will go after Win or with Win? Yeah, there's well, not only. I mean, there's 5 of you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'll go after Win then if you need
Okay.
another one.
Yeah, I mean he's an Eladrin. He doesn't need anybody to keep him company.
I'm more Eladrin now.
Oh, great!
Somehow
The
even
most
more beautiful.
Eladrin there has
Yeah.
ever been.
Who even knew that was possible?
More Eladrin than Eladrin. Okay, so that is the watch order. All right, so yeah, you guys are you guys for the most part tiny hutting it, or are you going to use the lovely tents that these folk have left?
I think we put the hut up, right?
Yeah, we're putting the hut up inside one of the tents.
Okay.
As every I know what's happened to me, right? When I walked into that one tent.
Well, what do you think's happened to you?
I mean, I know exactly what happened to me.
Right. But what does Osmore think has happened to him?
Osmore probably just thinks he's really thirsty lately.
Yeah, I mean, I would say we should probably go with that. Like he's, he knows he's really thirsty.
Be careful with those tents. They make you thirsty, apparently.
What?
Yes, ever since I went. Remember, I had you make the distraction and crept up the hill into the tent.
Yeah.
Just had a powerful thirst ever since.
Okay.
For
well,
water?
No, not water. Are you insane, man? You know what fish do in there?
I mean, I just figured, I don't know if the Asimar lady wants water, but you don't. What is it then?
What is what? Sorry, not
What do you
following.
want? You don't want water. What?
Ale,
do you need?
beer, whiskey,
Oh.
wine. Any spirits will do, frankly.
we'll just stay away from that tent until the morning. I'm pretty tapped in terms of there's not much I can do. Well, there's not much any of us can do until the morning, but we'll stay away until the morning.
Well, do be careful with open flames when you're
I
there.
shall, yes.
And then I explain about the oil-soaked rope that I left kind of folded up in the bottom of the tent, just in case we needed to burn it down.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just putting you guys kind of all in the center there, or at least close to it. All right, so you guys set up the tiny hut. You have bound and gagged and blindfolded your prisoners. What are you doing with the Asimar? I mean, she is out.
Right. I think we're just she's in the hut with us.
Mhm.
She's having a rest. And in the morning I was gonna try a greater restoration. I couldn't do it tonight.
Okay.
Jog my real life memory. of the last like 5.5 years or whatever. But have we dealt with someone? I know we've dealt with people that have been corrupted, but have we actually cured anyone of it ever?
The only way we ever were able to cure it was Parker's mom.
hmm
There was for the people who were not there, which was everyone except for Dax, there was a drow druid lady who had been corrupted by water, which had been tainted by the taint, and she just kept saying, "This is the water, this is the well, this is the what," like over and over again. She was like nuts. And the only way we were able to cure her was with some water that had like been purified in some way, and I don't know if we ever figured out how it had been purified. I think it had been blessed by some sort of water elemental. But we never were able to figure out how that blessing had occurred. We just had some pure water that we used. But at the time, I was level. This is like meta, I guess. But at the time, I was level like 3. I did not have access to Greater Restoration. So let's try that tomorrow morning. Is my thought.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Dax and Osmorn, you are on watch. Yeah, I mean it is pretty quiet. Nobody is none of the people who've been staying at the camp have returned to the camp.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just real quiet.
Well, I would like to sidle over to Dax.
I'm probably just keeping an eye on the warlock lady, making
Mhm.
sure she doesn't try anything.
Yeah, let's put it.
And I'll offer Dax the bottle.
I thought you said you were the one that was thirsty.
Well, I am, but I'm also not opposed to sharing entirely. Listen, you're a paladin, yes?
I look at my shield that has the symbol of Tyr on it and my warhammer that I got, and I go, yeah.
All morals and upstanding and good deeds and whatnot, yes?
He doesn't like where this is going, but he goes, yeah.
Well, see, the thing about me, and you may not know this, is I've never really been clear on a solid moral code. I know, it's surprising. But I've got a bit of just a hypothetical question to ask you. Say you had a friend, which I'm sure you do. You're a lovely man, lovely tiefling. Sure, you have lots of friends everywhere you go. If one of your friends asked you for help in asking you, what if your friends asked you for help to shuffle loose this mortal coil? How does that sit with you, ethically speaking?
As in, assist with their death.
Yeah, purely hypothetically, but yes.
Do you know why?
I gather it's something to do with, hypothetically, of course, still. Gather it's something to do with not wanting things to happen that may happen. I'll shake the bottle. It's all a bit fuzzy. This is something
Right.
I thought of earlier, you know.
So, hypothetically, I'm a paladin, I would say. Like you said, hypothetically speaking, if this person felt they needed to die so that worse things couldn't happen, I think there must be an alternative to that. If is it the only way to keep these bad things from happening, or is this just hypothetically something they think could happen? Because
It's hypothetically
I would
something
say,
they think could happen, but I can't help but think there must be alternatives.
well, I would say it's your moral duty, or my own, and if you're seeking one as well, hypothetically, to try and find any alternative you can to that. Hypothetically.
Capital. Thank you. I appreciate the insight. Oh, our friend over there is wiggling a bit. Should I give her a slap?
I think she's all right. How about you keep an eye on her? You know those subtle movements, sleight of hand and whatnot.
Yes, but sure, I'll watch her. You can keep an eye on our foul-tempered friend over there. Yes.
Capital with a capital C.
Okay.
Osborne looks very not thrilled that people are stealing his word again.
What a predicament.
Indeed. All right, that's it. That's all I had to talk to Dax about.
Okay. When is there anything in particular you wanted to do when you took your watch?
No, nothing specific.
All right, Lee,
Nope, I'm good.
Miss Sarowin.
Nope.
Okay. The night passes uneventfully. It is morning. You guys have completed your rests. The not sure if the warlock has slept at all. You guys may have reported, yeah, no, she's still wriggling, but she hasn't been able to get out of her things. The berserker guy is snoring away, and the Asimar looks she looks a lot better than she did the night before. She is still bruised and battered, and she's definitely been through a rough experience, but she's she looks a lot better.
Well, I guess first things first. I will go up to when everybody's ready, and I think we should do it away from. Well, I guess we can't. I'll go up to the Azamar lady, and I'll say first. I'll say, good morning, hi. Are you feeling? You feeling better? Are you?
I am. Thank you.
Oh, great. Oh, that's great. Hi. I'm Sterwin, and these are my friends. That's Dax and Win and Lee and Osborne.
Hello.
I'm so glad you're feeling better. Hi. What's your name?
Fiamma. And she's she looked at everybody as you introduced them, and she's kind of slowly trying to stand up. She's stiff and
Lee goes to help her.
Thank you. I'm Fiamma. I'm very glad you all were here. Have you seen a small spider?
What?
She's looking around now at the ground for a spider.
Osborne kind of looks around his feet in a panic.
A small spider?
A small spider.
I haven't really been looking for one. But we can start. What happened? Can you tell us how you got here?
Um, how I got here to the camp?
Yeah. What? Well, I mean, what? Yeah. What? What happened?
Um, what do you know of other worlds, of other planes of existence?
Oh. Well, quite a lot. A fa- yeah.
That might make this easier then. Um, I'm from another world, the world of Aether, and my deity sent me to this world to investigate worrisome activity from the Kalabani. Um, One of their agents had stolen a shard of Arathis. I'm not sure if you know what that is or not. Um,
We've heard rumor.
they believe it was brought to this world to be corrupted for a dark, as yet unknown purpose. Um, some of the leads I followed led me to believe that this. She kind of waves her hand around at like the camp. This fallen star cult may have known something about it. So I pretended to be a refugee. I came to the camp. Crazy Legs, that's my spider, and she's like looking around again. Crazy Legs, uh, he had found something over at Father Olson's tent. When I snuck over to investigate it, there was some sort of powerful wave of energy that just overcame me. I woke up. I wasn't thinking clearly. I was already badly beaten, and I was a captive. Um, I'm pretty sure they were about to kill me before you all intervened. So again, thank you. I owe you my life.
Wait. So I'm sorry. I have. So you're from the plane of ether.
No, a world called Aether. It's a
A
common,
world called Aether.
yeah, it's a
Okay.
common misconception.
And your master knows that the shard of Wrath is here.
They suspect that it's here.
So, okay. Um, can I insight check this person to see um if they're gonna probably not. Never mind. I just wanted to
Uh,
see, I guess, if they were, you know, telling the truth.
So as you're trying to like read her her body language and her micro expressions, you are completely distracted by a very small spider with very long legs crawling its way like up her body, and she lets out like a little like squeak of delight, and she's like, "Crazy Legs, you're all right, thank the gods." And she kind of like gently strokes him. It's like a Daddy Longlegs if Daddy Longlegs was triple legged.
oh.
We so how did the how long so okay, how long does your master think the shard has been here for?
Um, they didn't say. The information I got was from a group called the University. Uh, they're very wise and knowledgeable. They have ways of getting information. Um, I mean, I've been here for nearly a year. I don't know. Again, they've sent people to other places as well. I mean, this is just one of the places they suspect it may have come.
When you say here, does that mean this land we're on right now, or
Um, no, your world, Antonine.
Wait, so how how long ago did you get here?
Nearly a year.
Have you had any contact with them since then?
I had some contact with them until just fairly recently. I haven't been able to report back. Um, and talking with some other people who've been most helpful around here. Um, it seems that most, if not all, of the ways between worlds are closed. I'm not sure if that's part of the problem I'm having contacting the university or not, but I'd say it's likely.
Uh, okay. Can you give me just a minute?
Absolutely. I need to find my things. If you don't mind, I want
Sure.
to try to find my things.
Um, please don't leave. I have a feeling that we have some information that could really help. Also, please don't go near that tent that messed you up before. It made our friend really thirsty, so I want to check it out before anybody. But I just need to chat with. Please don't leave, okay?
I won't.
Okay. Thank you so much. Um, okay. And I turn around to talk to my friends.
Mhm.
Um, okay, so my instinct is to tell her everything. It seems like there's a lot of information we have that she could help connect the dots for. And that the information we have could connect some dots for her too.
Do
Uh,
we didn't ask her why they want the star? Like, yes, she said because it could do bad things, but that doesn't mean what they want to do with it.
why don't you guys ask her the questions you guys want to ask, and then you tell me when it's time to start giving information.
do you not want to cast your cleansing spell on her first?
She seems fine now. I was only going to do it because she was talking like that drow druid lady who was like tainted. But she's fine now.
I mean, I'm just worried that the people in Sayre could be the same way, right? But they were trying to also deceive you.
That's true. That's a good point. Okay. Well, why don't you guys ask her? Do you want me to cleanse her and then you guys ask her questions and then you tell me, like, when you're comfortable with us sharing stuff?
That would work.
I could also just. I could also, like, Zone of Truth as well, if you wanted.
I can do that.
Oh, okay, great.
She has
I
gone.
figured.
Oh, go ahead.
No, it's fine. Keep going.
She has gone into this tent, and you heard just like some rummaging around, and then she comes out like dragging a suit of leather armor, a big spear, an arrow, which she is now, like, as she's squatting down on the ground, like kind of like putting her stuff together. She kind of puts it in like a quiver on her hip that's like made for like one arrow, and she's like, my stuff, and she starts like getting her armor on. And
Dialma,
yes.
would you mind if I just did a quick restoration on you just to make sure that any lingering effects from that tent are gone?
That that's fine. She seems a
Okay.
little wary.
No, I promise. It would just be I don't know if you have the same gods in Aether. I'll show her the symbol of Odin. I just want to it's just a greater restoration is I just want to make sure you're not I just want to make sure you're safe. Okay?
Um, that's fine. I don't know. Have you heard of Sehanine?
No. No, I have not.
She's a goddess of the moon. I don't recognize your holy symbol.
This is Odin. He probably would really like it at university. He's into knowledge and knowing
Oh,
things.
I've heard the name
Oh, great.
since I've come here.
Yeah. He's cool. He's a good guy. He's he's home with the Downies. All right. I will cast
Wait a minute.
Greater Restoration on Theomo.
Fiomo,
And consume those diamonds.
Fiomo is she seems to um
Oh, Fiamma, I see.
she looks like she feels better, like even better. Like she's less hunched over and like beat up looking a little bit. I mean, she's still got the bruises, but they definitely seem to be affecting her less. And yeah, she's like, oh, dope. Thank you. That was
Dope.
Oh, that was very, very restorative.
I'm glad it could help.
Greater restoration.
Great. Do you want to come back into the tent? My friends just wanted to talk to you a little bit before. I have a lot of. I tend to share too much. They want to just talk. They just want to make sure that it's okay before I share. You know?
It's wise to be careful, sure.
Okay. Go back into the tent.
Okay. So definitely now, like in the tent, especially without your hut, and now that you guys have gotten some rest, I mean, like you see, there are some, there's like some sacks and a couple like beat up looking chests, in these here tents. The three bigger tents that you probably would have cast your hut in, but you can check that out later if you would like. Yeah, so she comes in and she sits down. She's like finishing like strapping her armor on and stuff. That spider, Crazy Legs, is just kind of like hanging out on her shoulder. It's kind of like nuzzling its like a little spidery head against her cheek.
Cute.
So, and she just looks at you all expectantly. What are you guys doing with your two prisoners?
Keep them blinded and deafened for now.
Okay, like
I have very many
We don't need to
questions,
hear
so
it.
I can watch them. I don't have questions.
so they're not in the tent with you guys. They're going to be outside, and Lee, you're going to watch them.
Yeah, I'll watch them.
Okay.
Stuck with me.
I have a question before we get started. Or sorry, is it Fiamma?
Fiamma.
Fiamma, yes. Do you know you have a spider on you?
Yes, that's my familiar, Crazy Legs. Say hello, Crazy Legs. And the spider kind of waves one of its like legs at you. It kind of reminds you guys of like a very smaller version of Parker, but much smaller.
Lee kind of squeals and giggles like a fucking schoolgirl about it. Like she's holding a puppy.
Yeah, Osborne's just like, yes, charmed, I'm sure.
Well, you can talk to animals. She's not afraid.
Well, that was my question. Have at it, everyone. I'll be outside where there's no spiders.
So you mentioned you were here for the Star of Arathis.
The Shard of Arathis, yes.
Yeah, the Shard of Arathis. What does your master want to do with it once you bring it back?
I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to bring it back. I just know that they're concerned that if some of the Kalabani have taken it here for a nefarious purpose, I mean, I'm to contact the university once I locate it, and they'll tell me what to do next. But I have yet to locate it, and if I do now, as I said, it's been some while since I've been in touch with the university.
What could they do if it was here?
So she looks at Sarah and she's like, so you say you've heard rumors of the Shard of Arathis. I mean, do you know do you know anything about it at all?
It's deep. It's very on this world. The rumors are very, very vague. It's just mentioned as something which is part of almost creation myths, not of our realm, but of like nations, I guess. So there was I kind of look to the others as I keep talking, and if someone wants to cut me off, they can. But there was another realm that was being attacked by beings from the far realm, and they fled to our realm, which at the time was a pocket plane, and they fled here with like a lot of people, and part of how they did that, we think, was the Shard of Arathis, and we only think that because it's named as one of the things that they brought with them. And why would they mention bringing it with them unless it was something important?
Do any of the people of your world worship Arathis?
Yes. Yeah.
She's a goddess of civilization and technology. The shard has the ability not only to inspire people to build, but also, when used properly at the center of a hub of civilization, it it helps to power that civilization. The city I come from, Altonray, is very advanced compared to any of the cities I see here, and that's not a dig whatsoever. Not at all. But things are much simpler here, and again, that's not a bad thing. It's actually quite nice. I mean, I prefer simpler things. I prefer to be away from cities and in nature, as it were. This is much closer to nature than some of the cities in my home world. So, one of the things I believe they're afraid of is that if a stone that's being used to further civilization is corrupted, it would have an opposite effect. it may cause people to destroy rather than to build. It may cause society to break down. It's never happened before, to my knowledge. Never happened on my world. But I believe that that's their chief concern. And you said the Kalabani. This is what we call the people from the far realm. You said the outsiders. I believe we're talking about the same people or the same things. Some things are also people, but these things are not people.
Do you know what the taint is?
We've heard rumors. The university has given me some information. They've told me to try to avoid it at all costs. But that's pretty much it. They're a little murky on the subject themselves.
Do they know what can cause this corruption in these shards? Like, is it the taint, or is the corruption of the shards the taint itself? I know that's a lot to ask, but
It is. Um, the Kalabani, where they come from, they're able to use their magic to change things in the prime material planes. Their magic is based on chaos and corruption. So I the leading theory is that like they're able to cause this and taint certain and taint whatever with their corruption. I mean, I'm not even sure how to start explaining it, but and again, it's a theory and it's not mine. But I imagine that if they're able to do that with nearly anything, from what I understand, then I suppose it's possible to do with the Shard of Arathis. I mean, a Shard of Arathis is a very powerful artifact. Um, I'm not sure how powerful one of the Kalabani would need to be in order to corrupt it.
So would a Shard of Arathis, like, even if no one was in control of it, for like, if it was just buried and lost or something, would a city still grow up around it naturally, or does it need to be in use?
That that is a very good question. I honestly I wouldn't know. That's not really my area of expertise. But I would imagine. I mean, it's just the presence of it in an area that causes civilization to flourish. So I imagine that even if it were buried beneath a city, or um, even if it were like lost in a city, I imagine as long as Arathis was able to work her will through it, I don't think it would change the effects it would have.
I wonder if that's what's happening in Sarah. I mean, Sarah is a city that's thrived against all odds.
I've been. It was one of the first places. It was one of the first places I went to. Um, I mean, it's an amazing city. It's very large. I mean, not really the kind of place I would call home, but that's me.
But politically as well, I mean, it started as, I mean, it's unusual that it's free. It's unusual that it's,
Or was free.
well, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Everybody in it has become corrupted. by, we believe, the taint.
If the
They
shard
tried to.
I'm sorry, you go
Yeah, I
ahead. No, you go.
No, well,
No.
there was somebody from this specific cult tried to do that previously by infecting the people. And we stopped that. Maybe they found another way to do it. That's what I'm wondering. What other big cities are there in this world that we know of that are renowned for being cities? There's some in Mandoon, but I don't.
Yeah, Balmacdor. The city, the Sentinel City in Thane. I can't remember the proper name of it off the top of my head. Is a pretty good sizable city. Slancha is a decent city. This is DM talking, not
Yeah.
And Fiannan is a pretty good sized city as well. Fiannan's a pretty good city.
But Sarah's the one we know that's become corrupted, and if this cult
Right.
got a hold of the shard, that's what I mean. I don't know. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions.
Do your people have experience fighting the Kalbani? That's what you call them?
Not a lot. I mean, the Caliban. I mean, they appear from time to time. And they're usually defeated and driven away, or they just remain hidden. I've not seen or heard of like such a concentrated effort as has been taking place on this world, and from what I understand, possibly a couple of others.
What have they normally tried to do in the past?
The usual monster bullshit, their motivations are hard to understand. I mean, they're so alien to us. Try to take slaves. Try to just kill, just because that seems to be fun to some of them.
I'm guessing then you don't know of any leader among them.
Unfortunately I don't know. And if anyone at the university does, it's information they didn't tell me.
I think Wynn asked a good question. You haven't been in contact really with this university since you've been here?
Just the past couple of months, I haven't been able to contact them.
How do you do it normally?
She takes out like a small rod from her stuff. It's like more of a club. It's almost like a little club. And she's like, my stick here acts as sort of a sending stone. And I'm able to, once a day I can send a message there and they can send a message back. But not lately.
I would just want to ask, like, Sarah if, like, she has any idea. If she's seen that kind of thing before, or if she knows of someone who might, like, help with figuring out what the issue is with
stick? Well, I mean, we know what the issue is. It's interplanar communication, so right. I'm assuming the ways are closed. We know why the ways are closed. Mm-hmm. We were just in we just plane hopped. We were in a few different planes. The Bifrost was closed. ways from the Feywild, from the Shadow realm. Shadow Fey? Shadow...
The
What is that
Shadowfell.
place? Shadowfell
Yeah.
were closed. The ways have been closed as the threat from the far realm is considered by, from the beings we've spoken to, considered to be big enough that they're closing down planar travel to try and prevent the infection from spreading.
That's extreme, but I mean, it seems wise.
We're working on a solution which will hold them off at the edges a little longer, might allow for the ways between to be opened, so that you could speak to your university. What makes so you think that this specific cult has the shard? What makes you think that your master just told you that?
Not really my master. It's I mean, Sehanine is my deity.
Your deity, right? I'm
Right.
sorry.
No, that's all right. I'm working for the university. I definitely wouldn't call them my master, but no, just rumors that this cult of the fallen star seem to be up to no good. And when I arrived here, and they seemed to be quite the opposite. They seem to be trying to help the people of these refugees. That seemed a little fishy to me. I mean,
So
it's about as
the
good
cult
of
of
a
the fallen star.
Mhm.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine.
So the cult of the fallen star is definitely up to no good. What we know that they do is they they worship the deities of the far realm. Oh, sorry, I took my push to talk off. So we know that they worship the deities of the far realm, and I'll list them all for her so that she knows, just in case any of those names ring a bell for her.
Sure.
And that there's a lot of cults that worship those deities. A few of them want different things. As far as we can tell, this specific cult wants to wake Azathoth up, which, depending on who you ask, but most people agree, would more or less eradicate all of existence. Either because he's extremely powerful, or because in their religion they believe that all of existence exists inside of his dreams and he's asleep and dreaming, and that's why we're alive. It's hard to tell because it's the far realm. It's one of those two things. Other cults want to channel his energy. That could also be extremely bad. Because, he's like the deity of deities. It's like a lot.
That is a lot.
So they're definitely bad. They're definitely bad. And the more influence the far realm gets in the away from the far realm, the more power they get, and the more likely they are to be able to do what they want. They believe. Who knows if it's real or true? Because, it's the far realm, hard to understand, but that's where they're at.
I
So, in terms of the
agree
Shard of
with that,
Arathis, there's a couple of thoughts. If you think the cult has it, their sandwich has been corrupted. That's my first thought, just because it would make sense about how they were able to corrupt the whole city. There are these other cities. I'll list them all. Those are really big, cool places. Then there's this other thing where there's the cult on this island that's been digging for something, and they just found something, and they're really excited about what they found. And I don't know what it is, and it's a very vague lead. I would suggest not going there by yourself. We're going to go there later. We're dealing with something right now, and then we're going to go there after this. Those are my ideas about where this shard might be.
You said your crazy legs said they found something in the leader's tent? Or saw something?
Something definitely spooked him at Father Olson's tent. I'm not sure what it was exactly. I hadn't been channeling through him at the time. I hadn't been channeling through him at the time, but he was definitely agitated. So I went to investigate, and here I am. She's like kind of gestures at some of her bruises and such.
And Osborne, you said you went in there also? Oh no.
Well, he said he got thirsty.
Okay.
Don't drink the water. Don't drink the water.
There's water in there?
She gets up and she points at the kegs on the ridge there. There's definitely something wrong with that water. These folks, and she points towards the berserkers. They were drinking it, and it seemed to agitate them further. And they just kept repeating, this is the water, this is the well. And yeah, no one's drank the water, have they? She seems very alarmed.
No, not at all. No one has drunk the water. But that's good to know that they're doing that.
Maybe we shouldn't drink water anywhere we go now.
I mean,
That's a good idea.
we still have to drink water, though.
But can't you make it?
That's true. I can just make us water.
Or we just start carrying more?
Yeah, I can make water, and we could just carry water everywhere we go.
We should get some tinkerer to make some still stoots for all of us, and then we can just walk wherever we need to.
Yeah.
Drink our own pee.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that seems safe and also logical and not at all crazy or paranoid. But yeah, I think we should check out. I mean, we haven't really, looked at things, so let's do that. We'll go, we'll go through the tents and everything, and we'll go through all of the chests, and we'll rummage through all the stuff. I'll stay and keep a watch over the prisoners if you like.
Are we sure we want to rummage through everything, considering what happened when we went into his tent? We don't know what might happen if we go into any of these others.
That's true. Do we want to wait? Do we want to go there first and see what's going on? I don't know. We should find out what's going on.
I think with that one, definitely.
Yeah.
It's got some sort of magic on it.
So it's like as soon as they went near it. Is that what it is?
What
I don't
happened
know.
to you, Fiamma? Was it when you tried to enter or just when you approached it?
As soon as I touched the flap is when I felt that wave of energy. I didn't even get a chance to open it.
Maybe I could like. What if I?
Is this something we could dispel?
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. What if I go at the farthest range? The farthest range of the dispel my dispel magic, and try and dispel magic on the tent. And see if that works. All right, what if I try to do that?
Let's try it.
Let's try it. How about just I try it, and that way if I go crazy by going closer, you guys will know. Because we don't know what the proximity is, you know what I mean?
I would probably like to stay close by, just in case something bad does happen.
Also, I mean, we have 2 prisoners that could touch the tent.
That seems cruel.
Open the flaps.
They might have permission, though.
Yeah, and also, like, that seems mean. I don't know.
So what if we, instead of making them do it, what if we we pretend that we're going to make them do it to see if they try and stop us and tell us why they don't want to go in? Like, make them go up to the tent flap, and then we can stop them right before if they're actually going to open it.
I'm okay with that if you want to try it.
So you have, like, the snoring guy, because he is snoring, and he's still sound asleep and snoring. And you've got the
warlock lady.
Yep.
We don't want to do it to the warlock lady because she can cast spells.
Talking to her very passionately about ball gowns.
So we should go wake up the snoring guy then and try it. If you wanted, do you want to do that?
Sure. We wake up the snoring guy.
Okay. Snoring guy wakes up quickly with a start, and he looks a little disoriented, and then he looks around at all of you, and then immediately just starts, like, struggling against his, like, well, if he's still blindfolded, I guess he doesn't look at you. So he seems disoriented, and then immediately starts struggling against his, against the ropes or whatever you have, binding him. He's really...
I'll hold his arms to keep
Everybody.
him from trying to break loose.
He's like, when he realizes, like, he can't get loose and you're holding him, he's just kind of just softly kind of growling, and just, like, his whole body is just, like, tensed up, and he's just growling.
Calm down. We just want to talk. Alright, I will remove the gag.
Hey, guys. So, how about you untie me here, You've obviously got the upper hand. I mean...
We want you to do us a favor first.
Sure. You thirsty?
No. We want you to open the tent flap for us.
Which tent flap?
Father Olson's.
I don't think he'd like that.
Well, he won't care anymore.
Why's that?
Because he's dead.
uh,
Oh, he might come back again, but right now he's dead.
Okay, so you want me to open up his tent flap?
Yes.
Nah.
Why not?
I mean, why should I?
Because then we might actually let you go.
um... Let me go, huh? What assurances do I have that if I do this, you might let me go?
What assurances do you have regardless?
Right, so I mean, like, I do what you want and you kill me, or I just lay here and you kill me. I mean, seems to me like if you're gonna kill me, I mean, I'd rather just lay here and let you get it done with. I mean, oh, here I go, helping these guys out. Oh, they killed me anyway. Yeah, I mean, what's, I have no, I have no assurances. So,
My oath to Tyr requires that I must be honest, even to my enemies. You might not care for him, but I do, so I must uphold it. So I can assure you that if you follow what we order, we will let you go.
okay, give me a persuasion check, please, Dax. That is a very nice persuasion check. Oh, you're the you're the big guy with the horns, huh?
Hey, at least you can still see after getting knocked out.
Well, no, I can't see. I'm still blindfolded, but
Oh,
yeah,
whoops.
no, I saw that you were. I saw you, Paladin, charging up at us. I think I might have gotten a good hit on you. Probably not as good as the one you dealt me. I'll. I would take the Paladin's word for it. Do I have your oath that you won't let your friends harm me either? I mean, just because you're not gonna harm me, I mean, doesn't mean that like your friends can't say, "Oh, he fell off the cliff and cracked his head open. So sorry, Paladin man."
Well, that sounds like a tactic they might use, but I won't let it come to that. You have my word.
All right, I'll take your word. I'll open your flap.
Perfect.
If someone could just help me to my feet, I'd love to open the flap.
I'll help one.
Thank you. Do I get my blindfold removed?
Does he?
What if we tie another rope, and hold on to it to him? Then I think
I don't know if he'll get very far anyway. Osborne's pretty fast.
that's true.
And I'm assuming like he's still going to be tied up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, let's remove the blindfold.
The sun. It's some clouds in the distance though. Ooh. Let me eyes adjust and All right, so you want me to open his tent? Open the flap of his tent. Who's coming? Who's coming with me, or am I gonna kind of hop up there?
Oh, you're gonna open it up by yourself.
All right, so I'm gonna hop up there. That's all right.
Yep.
I don't mind hopping. Hopping's fun, and he starts like hopping, like his way.
Just hope you're not thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
What now? Thirsty? What?
Oh.
I would love a drink of water.
Mm-mm.
We got some lovely water up there. That's the water.
No, thank you.
This is the water.
No.
This is the...
Nope.
No.
Nope,
no.
nope, nope.
Maybe after I've opened your flap for you.
No, I don't think so.
I'll whisper to Sarwin. So, are you going to try and dispel it first, and then we get him to open it?
Do you want? Sure, I'll try and dispel it now. Dispel magic.
Okay. You cast Dispel Magic.
I do.
So you cast it. Nothing seems to have, it's just like, you do that. Nothing seems to have changed. You don't feel like...
I'm casting it, though. I'm casting Dispel Magic, on the tent.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna cast it at 5th level.
Okay.
Just in cases. Because it seems like this is pretty intense.
Pop, pop. Yeah, you
Intense
cast
or
Dispel
intense?
Magic.
Nice.
Lol.
He falls down like when he gets like to about here. Ah, fuck.
Poor guy.
Trying to get back on his feet. He's having trouble. He's like, little help.
Close is he?
Paladin man.
I'll go over to him.
Thank you. Just trying to hop my way up here. Gotta hop uphill now. Boy, oh boy.
I'll start dragging him.
Oh, that kind of helps. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Boy, this dragon folk. I mean, I'm a big boy. Probably making you thirsty, huh?
Uh-huh.
No, I'm thirsty. Oh, I'm getting dragged over to, dragging me over. Don't drag me over.
Nope.
Yeah, so after some dragging...
Yeah,
you
I'll
get into the tent.
I'll get to right here and
Okay.
then let him hop at those on way the rest.
Yeah. He hops his way up to the tent. And he gets up to the flap and he turns around. He's like looking at Dax. And because I'm making assumptions. I'm assuming his arms are tied behind him. I probably should have asked that before. That's just the way I picture it in my head. And he uses his hand to kind of open a flap. And he's like, there you go.
Does it look like he was trying to hold back and he's sort of change in his expression or demeanor or anything as he did that?
No, but when he opens it, he does have a big smile. He's really happy that he opened it.
Can we see inside?
Yeah,
where we're at.
It looks like a regular, plain old tent. It looks mostly empty from where you're standing. You don't see anything of much in there.
I would look down at Sarwin and Wynn and figure what they want to do next.
I mean, I guess we could go in also now?
Yeah, someone should stay out, though.
I mean, Osborne might
I guess.
make sense since Cleve isn't here. You can
I'll wait
Be on
outside.
guard.
I've got my bottle to keep me company.
I
Sure,
was
could
going to
probably
say
find
someone
another.
responsible.
The guy's like, yeah, come on, ta-da! And then like he tries to do like a little flourish, but is like, being all tied up. He like falls back and actually falls into the tent. I mean, you can see him in there. I mean, he's just like on his
Okay.
back in the tent.
I would wait until whoever wants to try and go into the tent is nearby within 10 feet, and then try and go in.
Yeah, I'm going in.
Okay. So who all is in the tent?
Yep, Win will go in as well.
Okay. So as you guys enter the tent, aside from this this guy kind of rolling around on the floor, the tent is just nothing but matted down grass like on the inside. There's some dirt. There is no. I really wish Cleve was here, because that's not what he saw. There's just dirt, grass, nothing that even indicates that like there may have been other items in here. Like aside from where the guy fell over, like none of the grass is matted down. There is, however, at the back of the tent a small locked box. It is a strange looking metal box. It has got like a metal like a band around it with a pretty serious looking lock. That is all that you see in there.
I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
What am I getting?
You are getting faint, very faint traces, like as if like something had been here for like a long time but isn't anymore, of illusion magic.
From somewhere?
From the tent, from like all within the tent. It's almost like a just very residual. Yeah, like I said, it just feels like someone, like there had been illusion magic like present in this tent for like quite a while that is no longer there. It's just like almost like an after image of this illusion magic.
Because I dispelled the illusion. Maybe?
Maybe.
Well, illusions can't hurt people. So I'm gonna say we're fine.
There's nothing from the box.
Nothing from the box. Magical. Osborne?
Yes.
Osborne, there's a locked box in here.
Capital. That's my expertise. Osborne comes over to the cliff. He climbs up. Goes straight down. Climbs down. I love locks and boxes. He seems very drunk. Boxes and loxes.
Can I pat him and give him a lesser restoration just to get rid of the drunkenness just a little?
I'm offended. Yeah.
I don't
you
care.
You can.
I do that.
Sure.
I'm going to stand within 10 feet of him as he tries to do the unlocking, if it needs to be.
Okay.
I'm just don't mind me. I'm just consuming spell slots and catching up on what I've done.
Let's try this lock here. This is a hard lock. Oh, he's not
No,
that
it's
drunk anymore.
easy.
He's just like, I don't seem to be able to open this lock. Perhaps if I had something to drink.
Okay, just a little though, so you're not. I don't want you to be drunk.
he will have some more to drink. And just because, why not? I'll let him roll again. He's going to try again.
Can I? Because I'm, just keep doing the trend and burn through the spells. I can cast. I'm gonna cast. Where is it? Enhance ability. I'm gonna give him Cat's Grace to give him advantage on Dex checks.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll give him an inspiration as well. You
There
can
you go.
do it, Osborne. I totally trust and believe in you.
And,
everything's going to be just fine.
And Fiamma is also going to cast Guidance. Osborne is like, I'm not sure if I like all this attention or not. But... Oh, plus he had advantage on that because you enhanced it. Okay. And he's going to add, let's add a D4 to that. And what else were we doing? Oh, he doesn't need the inspiration. Yeah, he can hold that for now. For the next, how long? 10 minutes? Yeah.
No. Inspiration lasts until we take another rest.
I thought Bardic Inspiration just lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So. But he doesn't need the inspiration. He's like, well, if anything happens to me in the next 10 minutes, I'll be glad that Wynn was nice to me. And yeah, he pops the lock and immediately pockets it. He's like, this is a good lock. And he sits down and starts to drink some more.
I would like to see what's in the box. Yeah, I give him a thumbs up and check and see what's in there.
Okay, inside the box, there is a black cloth, like about the size of a handkerchief. Resting upon it are 3 hourglasses. Each one looks rather simple. I mean, they're made out of just like brass. There's not a lot of decoration on it. But one is filled with blue sand, one is filled with red sand, and the third is filled with yellow sand.
I have no idea what these things are, and I don't want to touch them, so I will...
Yep.
Go ahead.
Sarowind's Detect Magic is still up. And Sarowind, yeah. Once that box is opened, like, the hourglasses are radiating some sort of magic. You have no idea what kind of magic it is. It is not something familiar to you. The cloth is also radiating magic, and I really wish everything would be labeled like what kind of magic it would radiate. That would just make my life so much easier. It is radiating conjuration magic, I guess. Makes sense.
So So there's red, yellow, and blue sand, is that what you said?
Yes, in these 3 hourglasses.
Do any of them look like they're more run out? Well, actually, are they like all the sand all at the bottom? Or are they still running?
They are lying on their sides, and it's probably what would be considered the bottom has most of the sand in it. There is some sand on the top, but that seems like it could have just happened just from being moved around.
Okay.
You know, Osborne was like fidgeting with it. Yeah, they're not currently like running.
I would ask the magic people, more magic people in the group, hey, what are those, dude?
I don't know. I've never encountered this.
I mean, I would assume they're tied to a person or an event.
Maybe
Is it something you can iPad?
I will.
I've never
We
seen
can also
anything like this.
I mean, I can identify to try and get some idea. So I'll do that. I'll do an identify to try and get some sense
Sure.
of what this could be.
Sure.
Do you need to touch them to do that?
I think so.
Oh man.
Do I need to touch them
What
to do
if
it?
you iPad them first, and if there's no response, then we try touching?
Uh,
You
Yeah.
must touch, yeah. Choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, blah, 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 blah. You learn its properties and how to use them.
I don't know, man. What do you want to do?
I mean, the iPad thing seems like touching a magic hourglass from like the most evil creatures we could ever think of seems real bad.
I mean, I don't have to use it. I'm just touching it.
I mean, even like touching it causes like a grain to like shift.
Yeah, things have happened before when you've touched things.
You're missing
We're
a
gonna have to-
fingertip because you touch things.
We're gonna have to move it. We're gonna like, what are we gonna do with it? Like, we can't just leave it here. We're gonna have to put it in the bag of
Can we
holding. We're
carry
gonna.
the box?
Is the box like?
It's a box lead.
Yeah. Is it really that? That's a good point.
Specifically, is the box lead?
The box is lined with lead.
Shit. Okay. Can we put this box in a bag of holding?
I mean,
But that would like shift stuff around. I feel like maybe if we tried
What-
to do that,
Like,
What are we
do
gonna do?
really
Just
want
leave
to
it
put
here?
But, like,
magic
figure out
items
some
we don't know what
answers
they
from
are
it.
inside a bag of holding.
All right, I'm gonna write into the iPad. Red, yellow, blue hourglass. Magic that isn't one of the schools that I can use with detect magic. Is it safe to move? Any ideas? Sketch a little picture of it and send it through on the iPad.
okay.
You know what I could do as well? I could do I can do an augury or a divination on it and see if it would be safe to move. At the least. I don't want to leave it here. We should, while we found this, we should search everything else. You know what I mean? All the bodies, the whole rest of the camp. And while we're at it, Osborne, come over here.
Capital.
I give him a hug,
Ooh.
and I cast greater restoration on him. And just because he said he got thirsty when he came in here, and the lady said something happened when she came in here, and I'm just doing the same thing I did to him that I did to her.
Sure. Give me a second here, please, if you don't mind.
And I feel like he shouldn't be thirsty. I feel like we should stop him from being thirsty.
Yeah, so you cast Greater Restoration upon Osmorn.
Yes, I do.
I wish he was here. He looks down at the bottle that he's been drinking from, with like a look on his face, just like like curious. He's just like, I'm not as thirsty as I thought I was. And he sets it down.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like he'd have a better thing to add to that, but I mean, insert Osmorn thing here. We'll ask him what he might have said next time we play.
Understood.
I feel like he would have
Okay.
had something.
No, I understand. It's fine. Great.
All right, so
Okay, cool.
the circle on
We
the
should
iPad.
search everything.
There's like a little wheel. Whenever you like send a message to the iPad, there's like a wheel that kind of like spins on it for a while.
Yeah, the little basketball.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you guys are gonna search stuff while you're waiting for the basketball to stop. Okay. Which tents do you want to search first? So you've got the tents that the warlock and the other two like little magic usey dudes had, the little smaller tents, and you got the tents that all the berserkers had.
I'm gonna stay with this thing.
Okay.
I don't want to leave it out of my sight. So you guys should lead the.
Or I mean, if you're gonna search everything, I mean, I could even just say like eventually.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
we
we're-
are in charge of
Okay.
it.
Yeah, we're gonna like
Yeah.
tear this place apart. What the fuck is this thing?
Okay. In the berserkers tents, which have got the beat up looking chests and sacks and stuff, and there's also some like backpacks like that are in like poor shape, you find some coins and enough random items to make 9 explorers packs if you wanted explorers packs. So
Ooh.
not that you necessarily would want explorers packs, I don't know, but in the tents belonging to the spellcasters, things are a little more organized. They do have some sacks that are organized a bit better, and some nicer chests. That that are locked, but not as locked as the nice one there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fairly easy to open. Type these. So everything that I've typed above, like the last two things here, the second batch of coins and the gems, those are from all three of these spellcasty type tents. In the center one that the warlock was in, she also has a very nice teak box that has it was a 6, 7, 8 potions in it.
Whoa.
There is also another smaller teak box. This one is locked, and it's not like a simple lock. And
I mean, so if we find that, I'll just go search her, like her.
sure. And there is also a belt. Attached to the belt is what appears to be an ornate dagger. The haft appears to be made out of tentacles, like, carved, not like real tentacles, with tentacle haft and 10 small vials on the belt. All right, so when you were gonna start searching her?
Yeah, looking for a key.
She's got no key. She's just muttering through her gag as you're like searching her. She has no key. I could try to
I
pick
will
that lock
hold her
if you'd
closely and like remove her gag.
like. Okay.
Where's the key?
The key to your heart.
Yes.
Oh. Romantic.
Untie me, and I'm sure I can figure out how to get to it.
No. I'll just gag her again.
No.
I like that. No.
Osborne, you want to try the box? Another
Capital.
one?
Capital.
Is he still enhanced?
How long does enhance last?
I think it says an hour, right? Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay, he attempts to pick the lock, and he gets his lock picks in there, and he looks really awesome doing it. And then like he gets a little confused look on his face, and he looks like he pulls his lock picks out, and he looks like he's trying to peer into the hole, and then he sticks one of them in there again, and kind of like wiggles it around like a lot more than what you think would be normal. And he's like, this lock has no mechanism. I am pretty sure this is hollow.
Huh. So magical, probably?
That would be my guess.
Are you able to see the lock, like, on the box?
Yeah.
Okay. I can try and dispel magic on it.
Okay.
I'm going to do it at 3rd level.
Looking stuff up. One of these days, I'm gonna have all this stuff memorized. They're gonna release. They're gonna release like another edition. Just look at this really quick. Yeah, why not? Okay. You cast Dispel Magic on the lock. There is a very loud, audible click, and the lock opens.
Ooh.
Way to go, Dax.
Do you have an idea of what's inside, Osborne?
You want me to open it?
I'm right here. You got it.
He opens the box. There is a very similar looking to the folded cloth that was in the in Father Olson's box. There's another folded cloth like in this box. It is black. Black.
Am I at least able to see, after seeing both of them now, does it look like there's something folded inside the cloth, or if it's just folded?
It just looks like it's folded.
Okay.
That seems to be all that's in the box.
And the other one was given off conjuration magic?
Yes. No. Yes?
Okay.
Yes. Yes. It was conjuration magic.
Is this one doing the same thing?
Sarowin is like with the other box, I think, like looking at the.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Is this one the same size as that one? The box?
No, it's a much smaller box. It looks like this box is only was made just to hold this like folded piece of cloth. It's like the size of a jewelry box that a necklace would come in, or a handkerchief. Oh, I know what to look up to yeah, okay.
Okay.
Because that'd be like the same thing, yeah. No. Okay.
Do we want to bring this over to that warlock lady and ask her what
Hold
is
on.
this?
If we're gonna need to talk to her, we're gonna need to do something. Because she's not going to talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go over to her.
Sure.
And I will remove her gag.
Okay.
And I'll start singing. For a minute.
Okay. You are definitely singing. You're singing like a bird. And what's your DC?
18.
Damn button.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know what's more exciting: the fact that you're keeping me tied up, or the fact that you want to sing to me while you do it.
Ooh.
Well, let's talk about my song then.
I've heard better.
What?
Uh-huh. So I'll be talking to her for a minute.
Okay.
And making her think that we have a deep conversation, that we have a good connection, and she thinks maybe I might see her side and want to come over to the Order of the Fallen Stars.
Okay. All right, I think I am gonna give her advantage on it though,
Okay.
because while you're not like physically fighting, I believe I'm gonna. It's yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I
she's
wanted
tied
to.
up.
Battle of the Minds.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not my head you should be trying to get into, sir.
Holy smokes.
Well, I mean, one thing is easier than the other, apparently. So I don't suppose then you would just care to tell us about what's going on here?
You didn't open with that? She like kind of like just chuckles.
I think technically we did the very first conversation with her.
What do you mean with what's going on here? Like, could you be more specific, please?
What was Father Olson trying to accomplish here?
Great things. He was going to twist the minds of all of these stupid cattle and have them burn down the town.
Why?
Why not?
What benefit does burning the town down have?
There's no benefit to burning the town down. No benefit for us, but it's sure fun for them, isn't it?
So you just go around causing chaos?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
All my life.
And how long exactly is that?
I'm 37.
And have you been with the father that whole time?
No, but I've been with the Fallen Star that whole time. My parents were with the Fallen Star. I'm with the Fallen Star.
What were you going to do after the town was burned down?
I wasn't told. I imagine we would have gone someplace else, done the same sort of thing.
Did your group report back to anyone else?
No, I reported to Father Olson. If he reported to anybody, I'm not aware of it.
Did you ever know a Father Balorian?
Father Balorian? Yes. He's a member of the Order.
Do you know where he's at now?
Not a clue. I'm not with his entourage.
Are the Kandariaks with the entourage?
Kandariaks. Never heard of them.
Does it look like she's telling the truth?
You can roll an insight check if you would like.
I'm smitten with her. I trust everything she says.
Nah.
I wouldn't go that far to say you're smitten, but you can't tell if she's being honest or not.
Do you know what was in Father Olson's tent?
I've been in it before, yes.
And the chest?
What about it?
Do you know what was in it?
Not a clue. None of my business.
3 oh god, now my brain is blank. My mind is blanking.
Hourglasses, she says?
Hourglasses.
Nope. Had no idea they were there. She doesn't actually say that. Nope. No idea what was in the chest. Hourglasses, you say? Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps he likes to keep time.
And in yours, there was a box that had a cloth inside of it?
Yes.
What's the cloth?
So you opened my box.
Yes. It just came open.
I doubt that. You haven't messed around with it, have you? That cloth is very, very dangerous. You should probably put it away for safekeeping.
What is it?
I don't need to tell you that. I will tell you it's very dangerous, and you should probably put it away for safekeeping. Before something accidentally happens. You wouldn't want something accidentally happen. Locks were meant to keep things from happening. Locks are meant to keep nosy little children out of things.
Sometimes we have to learn. And it requires going into things.
Said the young boy the first time he dove into the ocean.
I mean, what if we just upended the box on you and had the cloth land on you? What would happen?
I guess there's one way to find out, isn't there?
Would it be dangerous to touch it? Anything else anyone wants to ask her?
I mean, well, I'm not there, so no.
I thought this was like your one-on-one. It's going great from what I can tell from over here in the tents. It sounds like a lot of progress is being gained.
Uh-huh. What do you think is going to happen to you from here?
I expect you're going to kill me.
And if we didn't?
I guess I'll be bored a while longer then, won't I?
Where would you go if we did let you loose?
Who knows? Maybe I'd head down to Fiannan. Maybe I'd go back to Sayre to watch the confusion there. That's always fun.
Did you have anything to do with Sayre?
Not personally, no.
But you know those who did.
Sure.
Who was it?
Will we be talking in circles all day?
Not if you just tell me what I want to know.
Father Balorian.
Ah.
The Order of the Fallen Star.
And what does he want with Sayre?
Nothing.
What do you know of the Shard of Arathis?
Never heard of it.
Okay, I will gag her again.
She sighs, it's like, oh.
I go back to where everyone else is at.
Okay. All right, Sarowin.
Yes.
No clue what those hourglasses are. Nothing in any of the literature we have here.
No.
So it's nothing. Whatever it is, it's not going to be anything typical.
Yeah.
Give me. They're asking for a little more information on the magic that you detected, like how it felt, etc., etc., etc. Give me an Arcana check.
Can you roll it for me? Sorry, I had to
Yeah.
come in and feed the pregnant cat.
Sure thing. Aw.
Yeah.
You're like, it was icky.
It was icky.
I mean, 13
Am
is
I
not
rolling, like-
bad. Like, you rolled a 1, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like there's such. We don't use critical
Actually,
fails.
I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 1. Those have been my rolls tonight, just so you know.
So, but I mean, like, oh, I did it. It was private. Yeah. So you rolled a 1, but I mean, it's a 13. I mean, you've got good Arcana. It's not like a skill check as a critical fail.
Uh-huh.
I don't do that. So let's see. So, you do your best.
Gave me the heebies.
You do your best to describe.
It gave me the ickies. It was like tingly, you know?
and,
Made me feel not good.
Even though your description could have been better, whoever is like whoever's on the other end of the iPad at the moment, like, you know, jotting things down, he seems to have stuff on the ball. He did really well on his Arcana check. So he informs you via the iPad that he can't be 100% sure. And it's not something he's experienced before, but it's something he read about a long time ago. It could be chaos magic.
Excuse me?
Chaos magic. We don't know a lot about it. It sounds dangerous. You probably shouldn't mess with them. If you can eventually get them to Bannock Door or even the Galdriman for study, that would probably be the safest.
Chaos magic. Okay.
Would not then like after a little spinning, it was like in all capitals. It's like would not recommend like turning the hourglass over.
Sure. I'm gonna ask if it's safe to describe. I'm gonna describe the box and ask if it's safe to put the lead-lined box with the stuff in it into the bag of holding.
So what are you saying is like so you're the lead line box, hourglasses.
I'm just describe. I'm gonna draw a little sketch of the device.
Yeah.
Of the hourglasses. I'm gonna draw lines to the colors. I'm gonna describe all of the things, and I'm gonna say, look, this is the thing that's chaos magic, and this is the fabric that's conjuration, and this box is lined with whatever. I'm inclined not to touch any of it. It seems like a bad deal. Is it safe? What is the recommendation? Do I close the box, put the box in a bag of holding, and then not touch it until I remove it for study at somewhere when I'm handing it over to someone that's safe? Or should I not put it in a bag of holding? Like, putting it in a bag of holding means it's in like a holding place, so it won't be moved around a lot, which seems good, but also like that's I'm just asking what's the safest way to transport it,
Okay.
basically.
So you get all of that that rambling into the
Thank goodness it's an iPad and not a sending spell.
yeah. You get all that rambling into the iPad, and like you don't even see the circle spin when it comes back, like almost like the iPad is almost hot. Do not place in a bag of holding.
Okay. Okay.
Like someone started typing that message out like before you were even done, like at some point.
Okay.
After a couple of seconds, it asks for a better description of the cloth.
Describe. I mean, it's a cloth. Conjuration magic. I give them the color. I haven't identified it because I wasn't sure if it was safe to touch, given everything. It's cloth. I don't know. It's fabric.
It may be, is the response, it may be a portable hole. You do not want to put that in a bag of holding. Very bad things will happen. It could potentially be something else. Bad things would probably happen there. Like perhaps like a well of many worlds or something. Please, 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 please don't put it in a bag of holding. And to be honest, with chaos magic, we probably don't want to put it in a bag of holding anyway, even if it weren't for the fact that this other thing, we may know what it is based on your vague description. The description's good enough and my roll was high enough that the guy says that you don't know what he means by the roll, but he's like, your description was good enough that like, yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what it is, but that's a possibility. Please don't do that.
I mean, is this... Okay. I say okay, and I thank him. And I will wait for everybody to come back to me to relay all of that information. Oh, I'm going to ask him.
Yeah.
Is it safe to teleport places with this stuff on my person?
Dot 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 dot. We don't know.
Okay.
Again,
Shit.
chaos magic by its very nature. We don't know a lot about it at all.
My God. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. I thank them very much for the information. Thank you, thank you.
Dot 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 is win there.
Win.
Yes, Sarah? Oh, by the way, don't touch the cloth.
Yeah, it might be a portable hole, apparently.
Oh, okay. She just said it was dangerous. At least hers.
What do you mean hers?
Oh, she had a box that had a cloth kind of like it,
Ooh.
but nothing else in it.
Let me see.
I think it's over in the other tent.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, I mean.
Also, I got confirmation that Father Balorian is responsible for Sayre.
That makes sense. It's good to have it confirmed, though. Okay. We need to get everybody back together so we can strategize. I'll poke my head out of the tent. Everybody, can you come back here? Ding, ding, ding.
Okie dokie.
All the paladins were chasing around the yard while that was going on. Paladin tag on our Pegasi.
I ring the dinner bell. Y'all come inside. It's getting dark. No.
And the iPad had also asked if Wim was there.
Huh?
The iPad, remember, I had asked if Wim was there.
Oh, the iPad asked if Win was there.
Yes. Yeah, the iPad.
I thought that was
asked if Wim
you.
there. No.
Win, the iPad's asking for you. I'll say yes.
After a
I've never
couple
done
of
that.
moments,
I'll hand the iPad to him.
Rowdowser wants to know if you have other people making comics.
I'll respond, no, there's a thief stealing your ideas.
Oh. They're
We are
not
trying
very
to track him down.
He says they're not very good.
I very much agree.
Okay, be careful and safe, you guys. These guys look really freaked out.
Wait, Sarah, why are they freaked out?
I'm gonna wait for the others to get here. I only want to explain it once.
I am here. And you know you're going to have to explain it to Osborne anyway.
I know.
Fiamma is there as well. And she has been, while you guys have been doing your thing, she has been, she seems to have been casting a couple of little things, like while she's been looking at the sky. And once everybody arrives, she's like, we probably shouldn't stay out in the open too long. There's a pretty good storm coming in.
Okay. Okay, so first of all, the cloth is likely a portable hole, which this is the first time I'm encountering one. It makes a hole 10 feet deep. It exists on a different plane, so it doesn't make, like, it's not like I can put it on, like, the side of a door and, like, make a hole through the door, but it makes a hole. I don't know, it makes a hole. And you can, like, I guess you can push somebody into the hole, and then you can fold the hole up, and then someone's in the hole. There's only 10 minutes of air in there, though. But this is the portable hole. That's what this is. It cannot go in a bag of holding. Otherwise,
What
it opens
happens
up.
if it does?
It opens up a gate to the astral plane, which would be bad. So we can't do that. So do not put this in the bag of holding, and I'll wave the cloth around. But you do it. You take the edges of the cloth, and you, like, unfold it on a solid surface, and that makes the hole. And then to put the hole away, you fold the cloth up, and then the hole's gone. So that's what this is. It's pretty cool. I feel like either Osborne or Win would probably make the most fun use of this. And since Osborne is kind of quiet right now, I'll give it to Win.
Okay. Can you also identify the other one? Although
No.
you said it was dangerous to touch, so I don't know that we want to.
Does it look the same?
It looked similar.
Yeah, it looks very similar.
I will go ahead and identify the other one while we're talking. So, okay, so then this hourglass thing, when I described it to the library, they said that they thought it sounded like chaos magic, which is a school of magic I have never heard of, which makes me, as you know, extremely curious. However, I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to use it. They told me not to put it in the bag of holding because they didn't know what would happen, that they weren't sure if it was safe to teleport with, that they wanted it to get to Benedictor or a Tower of the Galdriman as quickly as possible for safe study and safe keeping. But they seemed to think that it would be safe enough to travel with inside that lead box, as long as we don't interact with it too much. I'm not going to touch it to identify it, but a closed box, the box in a bag, and then just like not whatever. But
How
that's
much-
what that is. I don't
how
really know what to do about it. I've never even heard of chaos magic, so I have a whole lot of research to do.
How much space can you put in the portable hole?
It's a 10-foot deep hole. It's 10 foot deep.
Can you
I don't know.
ask?
A circular 6 feet in diameter. So once you fold it's a 6 feet wide, 10 foot deep. So I don't know how. Do you just 6 by 10 and then that's how much area in Imperial? Is that how that works? Or is it cubed?
I was just asking, like, if you put something in the portable hole, you like toss it in there and then put it back, and then would it work like a bag of holding later, where if you threw it on the ground sometime later, you could just grab whatever you needed from there?
Yes.
Do you think that's how they were moving this stuff around? Because I know it couldn't go in the bag of holding, but could you put that box into the portable hole? Does it work the same?
I
I
guess.
guess that's the iPad question or something.
I guess, but like, but it works but it works in the same way. So like, as far as I know, the bag of holding is like an extra dimensional space. So then the portable hole is also an extra dimensional space.
Yeah, you'd think it was dangerous for one, it would be for the other as well.
That's what I think.
So they
But
want
then again-
to research this, right?
Huh?
They want to research it and have it? And it's probably
Yeah.
the safest place. Well, not for the hole, but for the
For
outlet.
that, yes.
Do we want to take it to them?
Well, they didn't know if it was safe to teleport with.
I don't feel like it's safe to carry either.
That's the question. So, knowing that it's not safe to teleport with, maybe. Do we want to teleport back to Benedictor and then teleport back to Slancha?
Or we can teleport right back here.
What? To here? Right here, right here?
Yeah,
You can do that?
I can now.
Oh. Wow. That's really cool. But I mean, we were gonna need to go from here to Slancha anyway, right? To meet our ship.
But I don't have... Oh, actually, hold on. Do you have an object from the ship? Oh, not probably within the last 6 months.
No. I'll get one though.
Because we can't teleport directly to Slancha, right? We don't have... So I need an object.
I thought you had a teleportation circle to Slancha. That's how we got there in the first place.
Oh, never mind. I was thinking, we're not going back to Slancha, are we? Aren't we going somewhere else first?
Well, no. So, the ship is meeting us in Slancha, and then we're going to take us from Slancha to Fiannan, which is where the salt bank is, which is where the book is that we need to get. And right now we're not in Slancha, we're outside of it.
Okay, then yes, I can just take this trip back to Slancha.
But that's really good to know. We should get something from the ship. I had thought about maybe setting up a little shrine to Odin on the ship, and then casting that thing that I have, so that we can just return there, like I've done for Slancha. So I technically also can get us back to Slancha today.
Okay, so I could only take us to one place, so I could take us from here to
Perfect. That's
okay.
perfect.
And then you
And I
can
can use, and I get to use my spell. Oh, that's so
Yep.
exciting. You
I
take
need
us to
your
Manic
iPad back.
Door. I totally fair.
Oh, actually, now I need to think. How long ago was that we were in Panic Door and you got the iPad?
Oh, we have a teleportation circle to Manic Door.
We do, but it's further out.
Oh, I got the iPad before we went to the Shadowfell. Was that more than 6 months ago? Mondo?
Um, I should probably do a better job of keeping track of time.
Time's a
I
weird
mean,
soup.
just like guess. Do you think
Yeah.
it's been longer than that?
Yeah, let's say no. Probably not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I just need your iPad and I can get us there.
Okay, so, but knowing, but just be aware though that teleporting with this magic is a risk.
It is, but so is walking with it.
True. Dax raises a good point, though, that these silk thingies being right next to it makes it look like that's how they were transporting them.
Probably, but also we're told that they're dangerous.
Yeah.
I think we should check out and see what's inside those first, if we think they're portable holes. There
Oh,
might be something inside them already.
that's such a good idea. I hadn't even thought about that. That's such a good idea. You're so smart. Okay, let's do that. We should do that then.
Something makes me think. So, if the portable holes by themselves are not dangerous, there might be something dangerous inside them. Especially the one that had, like, the box that had nothing in it.
We just throw down one of them and suddenly a bunch of tentacles like coming out of those doors when we were back in the temple.
Also, they said they were going to burn down the town, and I'm wondering how they were going to do that. If it was just the people burning it down, or if they had things to do it with.
I mean, if we think there's something bad in those portable holes, we ought to, like, find some way to destroy them right now, then.
Like, it'd be better to deal with them before we try to use the holes.
Yeah. I think whatever besides...
Tell you what, though, I think we should deal with them after we get the chaos magic out of here.
But then that means we take the portable holes with us, then?
Yeah, but I mean, they're closed.
Yeah. So we still teleport out first.
The thing that is potentially dangerous to teleport with, is the chaos magic. Not the portable holes. So the portable holes are fine to move around with. That's not a problem. The chaos magic is what could cause problems when we teleport.
What if there's something in the portable hole while we have it on us that could cause issues also? That's just why I want to be careful checking them out.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Well, let's, before we open the, so do you want to open the holes and check them out before we go back to Benedictor to deal with this chaos magic stuff? Go back to Benedictor, deal with the chaos magic stuff, come back to Slancha.
I think we should see if there's anything in the holes right now. That's just my vote, though.
Okay, before we do that, though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the chaos magic box.
Okay.
And I'm going to bury it. Just a foot or so down.
While that's happening, I'm going to ask Asmar, how close is the storm?
It's a big one and it's getting closer. I figure it'll be here by noon.
How much time is that?
Well, it's been a little while since you guys have been It is about 3 hours.
Okay. Alright, I'll bury the thing, but away from the water that those guys were talking about. And I'm gonna have Tia1 stand on top of the buried place.
Okay.
And then, yeah, let's open the holes. But away from the water, too. Which, if the water is tainted, we probably should also check that out. Do you want to open the holes down near where I accidentally drew a circle anyway?
Yeah, that's fine.
What
I
now?
need to figure out. I accidentally drew a circle down here. I'm gonna delete it now, but we're gonna open the holes down here. Down near where they were gonna kill the lady last time.
Yep. Okay. All right. Which one are you going to open first?
What do you think, Dax?
I think the warlocks, whatever's in there, if there is something, is less dangerous than the one next to the chaos magic. So we should do the safer one first. And if there's nothing in either of them, there's nothing in either of them. Perfect. So do ladies first.
Up in the air, flying, by the way.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to unfold the ladies and put it on the ground?
Yeah, just on the ground.
Okay, yeah, sure enough, it is a 6-foot diameter hole. You plop it on the ground, and there's like a small... And, I mean, nothing comes out.
I am going to stick my head in it.
There is a ladder, a 10-foot ladder, going from the top of the hole to the bottom of the hole. It doesn't appear to contain anything else.
I'll take my head out and then look at Warlock Lady and ask her, what is this ladder?
You use it to climb. Well, she's like.
Oh,
I
dang it.
guess it's just so they can get in and out of the hole.
I'll ungag her.
She's like, your girlfriend has it right. It's for getting in and out of the hole.
What's
I pulled
in
my
there?
hood up.
Mhm.
What's in there? I mean, you saw the ladder.
What else?
Oh, there are terrible things in there. There are horrible things in there. Don't go in the hole. Horrible things. Don't use the ladder to go in the hole.
I'll stick my head in.
I think it's empty.
Yeah.
Dax, I think they just use it to...
Okay. All right. Perfect. And I'll fold it up. That's what you can do, right? You just fold it up and it's all good?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then I'll start doing the same for the other one then.
Okay.
Opening it up.
You open up the other one. It looks almost exactly identical. You put it on the ground, and it's there's a soft whoop, and then like
It can hold 8,000 liters of stuff?
and then well no maybe, and then there is a like an opposite whoop. So like whoop, and then it's like whoop. And it just kind of like appears to be a cloth on the ground.
So it looked like for a second it was going to turn into the same normal portable hole, but then just
Oh.
reverted back.
or something similar. I mean, it looks exactly the same, but yeah, something caused it to like just turn back into a fine black cloth.
Did you identify this one, everyone?
That one, no. The library just told me what it sounded like. I'll identify it now. Then I ritually cast Identify over the next 10 minutes.
Okay. That, after 10 minutes of Fiamma looking at the sky a little worriedly, and the warlock making comments and stuff, the guy is yelling from the other tent like when he's going to be set free, and then 10 minutes later you find out that this is a well of many worlds.
What?
Frantically typing everything this means.
What? What is that? So it opened a thing and then it went away?
Yep.
So it opened a portal and then that portal went away and now it can't open a portal again?
Or it could be blocked.
Or the portal is blocked.
Right. It's a portal to another world or plane of existence.
But the ways are blocked.
Mm-hmm.
I go and I run up to it like I'm gonna like gather up the thing and like greedily stuff it into my bag, but then I stop myself. But do you mind if I
Yeah.
can I have
Yeah.
chaos? Wow. Wow.
So
This
wasn't
creates a two-way portal to another world or plane of existence whenever the portal is opened. And it could be anywhere. Every time.
That could be good and really dangerous.
hmm,
And really fun, right, Win?
so
It could
many
be-
adventures.
It could be anywhere.
Including
What if
the
it
power
opened-
wall?
Yeah, right? What if you opened a portal and it just like spewed water at you for like 6 seconds? That'd be funny.
So it didn't work though. So why
The
was
ways are
that?
closed.
Duh. Okay. Duh. All right.
Wow.
Just everywhere.
This is really fun.
So the tents that are here, like how easy are they to break down?
They're not the greatest tents. I mean, so break down to
Stuff in, say, a portable hole.
I bet that's what they were doing. We don't need to though.
Like how many tents? Like all of the tents, or?
I'm just randomly thinking if it may not be worthwhile at all. I'm just thinking.
I mean, I don't really want to. Fiamma, can I ask a question about that storm?
Yes.
Does it feel magical or just bad?
She looks confused for a second, and then she looks like a little alarmed. And she casts another spell. It seems like a very like minor spell. It's probably like some sort of cantrip. And she kind of frowns, and then she. What did I give you, girl? What did I give you, girl? Okay. She says, um, "Give me a moment," and she is going to. She takes out some incense really quick, and she lights it like with fire that she just produces like from her hand, and she sets down like a small silver like moon shaped look. It looks like it might be carved out of ivory, and she casts a spell. And you probably recognize it as divination because that's what she cast. And she looks up again, like very startled and very alarmed. And she's like, "No, this is not a normal storm."
Oh man.
Oh, I think somebody got to the book.
Oh, is that one of the effects?
She's like, "This."
It's tainted druid magic. Remember? And oh, you weren't here.
Yeah. But
The book, it's tainted druid magic, and one of the things that it can do is cause like natural disaster level storms.
where is the storm headed? Here or to the town, or is it big enough that it could be covering all the islands?
It's definitely going to affect. It's definitely going to affect this island. It's coming straight at this island. I'm not sure if it's going to how long its strength will hold up, but if looking at the size of this storm and now knowing that like it's not a normal storm, I honestly can't say, but I'd say probably all of these islands are probably in danger.
I'm gonna send a message to the quartermaster of our ship
Mm-hmm.
and tell her there's a storm that's going to hit. I know it's going to hit Slancha in about 4 hours. It's not natural. It's bad. Try and get to safety if they can. If they have to, like, you know, if they're near land and can, like, if they can beach themselves, they probably should. Like, just get to safety. Don't worry about coming to find us. Just try and get to safety. Because they were due to get to us tomorrow, so I don't know how far away from Slancha they are, or how far away the storm will be from them. But if it's going to hit this island in a few hours, it's going to get to them a few hours after that, I'm guessing.
I will say that we probably need to get to the salt bank right now.
We maybe don't have time to go to back there.
I don't think so.
Fiamma didn't say that. I meant to whisper that to Sarah, but I mean, I'm sure she would tell you all anyway, so it's okay.
Okay. The ships. I've heard from the ship. They said that they're trying to get out of the storm. They're on the edge, but it's growing quickly. They should be okay. I don't think that they're gonna get to us. Well, wait. We should make it. Make what? Ugh, damn it. I'm gonna have to message again. I'm gonna message them again and say, where are they headed?
Wait.
Well, it's a vocal message. I mean, I would say that the context and the way it sounded more or less like, you know, they should make it out of the storm. It's like, we should be able to get out of this. It's like, it's growing quickly. So we should make it. Like, you know,
right? They're not headed to Slancha. We need to find another way. We might need to find another way to Fiannan. We might need to find another way to Fiannan.
Alright, so how far is the salt bank?
It's in Fiannan.
Do you know how to navigate there directly?
Me? It's on another island.
No, it's on this island. I'm gonna.
It's on this island.
I'm gonna.
Right.
Let me preload the huge ass Antonine map. I really need to make just a map of Leoughrey, but and again, these town names are not necessarily right, but
I don't have it today, but because I never prepare it. But I could tomorrow cast Find the Path to help us out, but we can get started moving today.
why would you ping? There you go.
So the city we need to get to that has the salt bank is on this island?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
It's just
town
that
that
it was-
says
it's just-
Aberg is really Fiannan.
It's just that it's faster to go by water because of all the mountains and how crappy the land is. So that's why we were waiting for the ship.
All the
So-
mountains, huh?
How long would it take to get there by walking?
I'm going to start casting Find Greater Steed as a Pegasus.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Ooh.
And you have your broom. That can fit 2 people, right?
Oh, it goes slow with 2 people. With
Oh.
more weight.
But slow is still how fast is it?
So it's 50 feet normal. I think it's just 25 then if it goes over the weight limit.
I'll ask Fiamma if she has any way of quickly
I don't know, 30 feet if it's
traveling as well.
200 pounds.
Give me a second. It's roughly about 80 miles to Fiannan. Probably a little longer, like taking the roads and the paths. As the Pegasus flies, it's about 80 miles. And let me take a look at my girl.
I actually do. I have a ritual. I can
She's like, I can breathe in the water.
it's not much. I can get a No, it's just a regular phantom steed. It's not a flying
How
horse,
much
it's just a
risk
regular
are we
horse.
willing to take?
Garrel?
How much what?
How much risk are we willing to take?
I don't know.
You
We have to remember
Scry,
anything.
correct?
Scry. I
Yeah,
can
but-
scry on the book. That's the thing too. I can do that. And we can find out where it is.
If it's only 3 hours, yeah, you're right.
So
Can't fly there on steed.
That's probably better than the risk I was going to say. Because if you can let me see the location, there's a 50-50 chance we can arrive there right away.
Ooh. I don't know. I don't think I can let you see it when I scry. I think only I see it. What I could do, it would use I've used both my 5th levels on Greater Restoration. I'd have to use one of my only 6th or 7th level spells to scry, and I would only be doing it to confirm where the book is. But we need to get to we need to get to Fiannan, where the salt bank is, regardless.
I think we should check to see if the book is even what's causing this to happen, like 100%.
And we need the book anyway.
Yeah.
I think we should just get to Fiannan, and if the faster we can get there.
So you need to get there in probably 3 hours. Definitely can't do that flying 80 miles.
Mondo, would you consider a rock from here to be an associated object with the area? For the purpose of teleporting.
To get to where? To Fiannan?
So where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Would you consider a rock to be sufficient enough for the associated object?
I'm just reading it really quick. I would say if you dug one up out of the ground, like if you found one that looks like it had been sitting in the ground for like longer than like, almost any rock that's like partially buried would probably be yes.
Okay. Yep. Then yeah, I'm going to try that.
Yep. Okay.
I also, well, my question is, I have plane shift. Could I, in theory, plane shift us to Fiannan? Because I know it. I'm supposed to use it to go to a different plane of existence. But what if I was like, I just want to go to this plane, but somewhere else?
Wait, to do what? With what?
Well, okay, so plane shift says me and up to 8 willing creatures link hands in a circle and are transported to a different plane of existence. I can specify the target destination in general terms, such as the city of brass and the elemental plane, blah, 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 blah. Or if I know a sigil of teleportation, I could go to that on another plane. It all says on another plane, but could I use it and say Fiannan on this plane? Question mark?
I would say no.
Fair. That was a long shot.
It was a long shot, but yeah, looking at it, I would say it's being general about it's being specific about the different plane of existence.
It is, I know.
Now,
okay, so regardless, I say we bury the hourglass. Oh, you already did.
Yeah, but I think we should take it with
buried.
us.
I don't think that's gonna be good.
I don't know, man. A huge storm is about to rip through the area. Do you want the storm to also destroy a chaos magic thing?
I don't think it's any better where we're gonna be going.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
How big is the box? Because I'll just carry it if we need to.
I feel like we should keep it with us. I think that it's less safe just leaving it around. Because the other thing is, right, that we need to remember is that this cult knows about it and knows where it last was. So if we just leave it here, they're going to come back for it.
True, we could. Okay, but we could still bury it somewhere else.
Yeah, but not here. So we should take it somewhere way the fuck else.
While you guys are discussing that, Fiamma has very quickly walked over to all of the barrels of water, and she seems to be casting Create or Destroy Water as quickly as she can.
Is she destroying their creepy water?
She is destroying their creepy water.
Good.
Fair
There's
enough.
a lot of creepy water, and so she's now out of first level spell slots. So she's gonna.
Oh, what if the storm is all full of creepy water?
Maybe the storm was supposed to come here to pick up the creepy water and scatter it over Slancha, because that's what they were trying to do with Sarah. No, that's not what they're trying to do with Sarah. Yes, it is. Not the first time, but the second time. From Hal. That's what they were trying to do in How. They were trying to bring a storm over How to pick up all the creepy water and then send it over Salantia. Sarah. How much more water is there?
There's a lot of water. There are a lot.
How much is there? How many more gallons?
I mean, each one of those large barrels is probably like 50 gallons of water.
Do you want to put it in the portable hole?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's start dumping it in the portable hole.
Yeah, Fiamma,
Okay.
let's put it in the portable hole.
All right, then we can destroy it later, I guess. Sure. Yeah, she's down for that. Yeah.
Great. We put down the portable hole and we fill it with crappy water.
Yep, she's just like, careful, careful.
Rather than use up all our spell slots right now.
She used up a bunch already. But that's okay, she'll be alright.
We have two hypotheses on Big Word for Dax on whether it's because of the book or if this was their plan, was to scatter it. So do you want to scry the book to make sure, rule out one of them?
I'm going to use my 6th level spell to do it, which I'm okay to do. It seems like a valuable thing to know.
So, does knowing change where we would really go? Or would we always go to Salt Bank?
I guess it would change how fast we would try to get there? No, not really. Yes, it would change where we would go, because if it's not at the Salt Bank, why would we go there?
Just go.
Yeah.
We wouldn't go to Fiannon. We would go to wherever it is.
Then yeah, probably worth it.
Or would it? No, because if
there's not a problem in Fiannon with it right now, we should focus on getting this chaos stuff over to Benedor.
The only thing is, if the scrying thing shows us where the book is, but where it shows me isn't anything specific, we're gonna have to go to Fiannon to get clues about where it is. So it might not.
If it's being used, then that's like a clear.
Well, we don't know that it's being used.
I think you have to know, so I think it's...
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to sit down and try and focus as calmly as I can and ignore the chaos magic and the oncoming storm and scry on the copied Tome of Terrible Events.
Okay. So what are you doing first? All right. So we've got all the water in the hole, and then
yep. And now I'm scrying.
Okay.
On the copied Tome of Terrible Events to try and find out where it is. I am familiar with the target. Mm-hmm. I know it very well.
You do know it very well.
I had one of its pages strapped under my bosoms for many months.
Mm-hmm. You cannot see it. I'm gonna tell you in a second if what you may or may not see or sense or whatever. Nothing's ever easy. Okay, so you can't see it. You are familiar enough, having worn an amulet of proof against detection and location, to recognize when something is being protected against detection and location.
Did the Salt Bank have a way to do that?
I think it does.
That means, though, that it's still in the Salt Bank, right?
I think so. So,
Osmorn's
how are they making...
Or I suppose it could be somebody who's got an amulet of protection against proof of it. Yeah.
Maybe. So we still have to get to Fiannon.
Yep.
Maybe we should try and get as far as we can before the storm hits. Even if we can't get to Fiannon, we should try and get as far as we can.
And if the storm hits, we can always just pop out and come back later.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't think we want to delay. What do we do with them, with the Warlock? And the other guy we let go, but what about the Warlock?
I feel really bad saying this.
She seems dangerous.
They've both heard a lot of what we've said and could infer a lot of things from the questions that we asked them. But then again, here's the other thing. Death doesn't seem to mean much to these people. And it doesn't seem to really slow them down, so we could just leave them here, and I'm pretty sure it would have the same effect.
Are we like right here?
Yeah.
I figure just like fly over there on our broom or Pegasi or whatever, like holding the guy and just dropping him off at the local constabulary and just being like, here you go. This guy's bad, and then being on our way.
What about the girl?
I don't know about her. Because you're right, she's dangerous.
It makes me feel icky to think about executing her, which is what we would be doing.
Yeah, I wanted to take her to Bannock Door and give her to them.
Hey! Well, no. You can send her alone.
No, I have to go with.
Fiamma, where do you want to go?
I really want to warn the people of Slanche how bad this storm is. I wish we could warn everybody on the island, but I mean, Slanche is probably the only place we're going to get to quickly enough. I mean,
would you be able
after
to?
that, I mean,
Would you? Is there a group of? Is there an outpost of the Galdriman in Slancha?
Are you asking her or are you asking me?
I'm asking you.
Not that you're aware of.
Okay.
Do you think you could keep an eye on her then?
That's what I was gonna think.
Yeah.
Or could she take both of these people to people in
Yes.
Slancha and we just head straight to Fiannon?
That works.
Yeah,
we think we know what's causing this, and I explain what the book is briefly and blah 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 blah. And we were trying to get a hold of the thing anyway. But this has sort of increased the urgency of the timeline, obviously.
Yeah, I can get them. I can get them to town.
Fiamma, also, I want to let you know, you probably already have heard about it, but there's an incredible library in Bannock Door. It probably sounds like something you would be really interested in seeing, talking to people from. Any information about the Shroud of Arathis, historical at least, most of it's there. If you mention me, or try and find somebody named Rowdowser, they'll be more inclined to help you out. It's in Mandoon, so it'd be a bit tricky to get to, but
it's on my list.
Great. just know that if we had met in a library somewhere, you and I would be sitting down and drinking tea and having a really, really, really long and interesting discussion. But right now, I guess we all need to get moving.
Agreed.
It was really
Yeah.
lovely to meet you. Stay in touch. We'll keep in touch with you as well. We should go.
Good luck.
You too.
Take care.
And
Okay.
she is going to attack. No, she's not attacking.
And she's got 4th level spells. She could probably mess them up.
Before we take off into the air, I will ritually cast Rary's telepathic bond so that we can speak
Mhm.
in the sky. And I'll who am I riding with? What's happening? Am I riding with somebody?
So we have 5. So figure Wen on his own, and then Osmorn or you with me, and Osmorn or you with Lee.
If I ride with Lee, Osborne's gonna have to ride with you. Is that okay?
Yeah, that would be fine.
Okay.
We had a swell combo last night. It worked out great.
Okay, great. I just figured that would be less awkward for Lee than her having to ride with Osborne. And then I hop on with Lee.
Great.
Okay, and Fiamma turns into a Oh, that sounds fun. She turns into an ice spider, of all things.
Ooh.
Which is a large spider.
And
crazy-
drags the two people behind her on a big sled.
Well, she wraps them up in a web.
Ooh.
And yeah, and she basically just throws them on her back in the web.
Aw,
still tied
Parker's
up.
mom would have liked her.
And Crazy Legs climbs up on top of her head, and she starts hauling ass towards Slanche.
Nice.
And so you guys are trying to fly as close to Fianna as you can before the storm hits, correct?
Yep. And in my head, I say to Dax, "Do you want to use your stone to let
Leilani.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. I
No, you're
was
good.
like, because I'm looking at Leandrinia's name, and I was like, that's not it. Let
Lots of
Leilani
NPCs.
know in case she's nearby.
She's
she's
in Dartham, so I think
I know,
the storm
but-
will get here before her.
Yeah. Okay.
She knows her way around the sea.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, that's probably a good place to leave it.
So much stuff happening, man.
Yeah. a
Who
lot of
took our
stuff happened.
book?
Yeah, well, we'll see.
How did they get into the salt bank?
So, what would be stopping us from being able to just teleport there? I guess you said because there's a 50-50 chance that we
So
would be off.
if I have an associated object or it's a permanent circle, I can take us there without any risk. The less familiar I am with something, the more chance there is for a mishap to happen, which then would put us potentially somewhere halfway around the world or off by miles or things
Got
like
it.
that.
Plus, we're carrying chaos magic right now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I'm holding that, I think, is what I said.
That makes
Which
sense.
means Osmorn's probably holding it right now. So it's great. He's dexterous. He knows how to keep
Mhm.
hold of it. He'll be fine. He's
As long
not.
as
He's
he doesn't
not
decide
drinking,
to play
right?
with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's stopped drinking.
Yeah.
Great.
Not
Because
for
it's
good, I'm
normal.
sure. 'Cause
The question
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
if
yeah,
he's
that's what I
also
was about
got
to say.
Kegman with him, like, and one of them goes to fall, which does he let fall, Kegman or the Chaos Magic Hourglasses?
oh, Kegman is back in Slanche.
Oh, is okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we left Kegman at the
Okay, good.
inn we were staying at. Hey, we could take Kegman around in the portable hole now, though.
True.
That would make it easier. Or you could just fill the portable hole up with alcohol and put it inside Kegman.
That sounds gross.
All right. Before she turned into a spider, as you guys are starting to get ready, and she was kind of gathering them up, Osborne went over to Fiamma and spoke to her for a few seconds, and she looked very confused, and then she nodded, and she said, like I said, I owe you all my life, and
Oh, no.
he comes back and he's just like, I hope Kegman will be safe with that woman, and
Nice.
yeah, and he's ready to go.
We were so close to finding James!
Oh, and he yells
So
back, "Oh, if you happen to meet a gentleman named James who's in possession of comic books, please kill him."
And Sarah yells, also, I need a life-ending poison! No, she doesn't say that.
Very nice.
Yeah, all right, dope. Thank you so much,
Level
guys.
14!
Yeah.
I can't believe that worked.
I know, me too. Listen, you always ask.
It probably won't work again, though, but I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I'll still be on here with you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Thanks to anyone who was watching for watching, and take care.
Bye!